오케이, 가봅시다. 바로바로 잡혀주는구만.
Please ban a hero.
I am more
The
than
enemy
a
is
weapon.
banning.
I didn't cure the pain. I harness it.
Team is banning.
To live is to trick the reaper.
아, 로이님, 바라기 주민님 어서오세요. 워낙 반갑습니다. 하이하이.
My blood boils until
브루노 한판 해야지.
I die.
The enemy is banning.
대회픽에서는 맞죠? 방금 브로디,
Hello.
완완,
Your team is
멜리사
picking.
이 애들이 나왔었거든. 방금 대회픽 보고 왔는데
Wait for it.
어이구, 팬이라 안
Enemy is
올리네.
picking.
브로노도 가끔 나온다고. 사이드로 가자. 오랜만에 세레브루노 한번 갑니다. 브로노는 중무죠.
Papa and Koopa are the best partners.
Hope we'll find a way.
포쿠비네? 아, 클린트 나오지 그냥. 포쿠비 더 힘들 것 같은데.
What's your command?
My magic flows as freely as the winds.
듀오 시창 가능하냐고요? 듀오 티어 어디신데요 지금? 신화 250점이야. 저 지금 전설인데요. 다 지금 전설 딱인데 지금 신화 250점 님께서 어? 아 뭐야, 왜 멈췄어? 아 미친. 무슨 일이고? 아 뭐야, 아 왜 튕겨? 아씨. 아니 요즘도 게임 튕김 현상 있습니까? 이게 뭐지? 야 그래도 밴하고 픽 다 하고 나서 튕겨서 다행이지 진짜. 잣될 뻔했네. 큰일 날 뻔했네 진짜. 요거 오지게 들어먹을 뻔했어. 위험했죠. 아니 물론 듀오는 가능하거든요. 요즘은 시참 뭐 이런 거 다 하려고 한단 말이에요. 근데 내가 지금 트롤이라는 거 다 감안하고 여러분들 알고 계시겠지만 내가 안 한 지가 좀 오래됐어. 한 3달 됐단 말이야. 이제 실력을 감안을 하고 듀오 신청을 해주세요. 아시겠죠? 차라리 나 혼자 하는 게 모두에게 좋을 수도 있어. 뭔 말인지 알지? 근데 뭐 담이나 이런 애들은 옛날부터 계속 해왔으니까 같이 그냥 같이 하는 거고 같이 하자 하면 엔간에서는 그냥 혼자 하려고 하는 편이죠.
All troops deployed. Request backup.
왜 갑자기 저 친구 빼고 왜 친 거야? 야 라인 푸시하고 위쪽 도와주러 가야겠다.
Very nice kick. Give me the ball.
올라갑니다. 아니 끝났어 싸움? 안 끝난 것 같은데?
You feel that?
Launch attack.
그쵸?
Oh, sorry.
어차피 저 친구도 라인 손해보고 온 거기 때문에. 아 뭐야 세례 왜 썼어? 아 나 힐 누른다는 게 세례 눌렀어. 에이씨. 봐봐 이런 사람이야 내가. 그리웠다고요? 네 감사합니다.
Nice kick. Give me the ball.
봐봐 힐 쓴다는 게 세례 누르는 그런 사람이라고. 이런 사람이랑 하면은 진다니까. 조심해요.
You feel that?
다 처먹네 이씨.
Oh, sorry.
아 너무 아파. 버프된 브루노 어떠냐고요? 모르겠어. 일단 내가 내 실력이 버프가 안 되기 때문에.
Enemy has been slain. Ally has been slain.
Hey, very nice kick. Give all the way.
아 왜 안다? 저까지 안 튕기잖아. 나이스 좋아요 우리 팀. 이게 버스죠. 네. 네 내려옴으로써 이제 위쪽에 저거 신기 빨리나요?
The enemy has slain the turtle.
저 신기 빨렸네요. 신기 빨렸고
Oh, sorry.
페니까지 죽었네. 와 이런 망하는데? 애매한데요. 아유 도망. 지가 떠야겠다. 아이 이 새끼 더 깔았어 이거. 브루노는 무조건 사기 진작 들어야 된다고요?
Oh, sorry.
요즘 브루노 사기 진작 듭니까? 옛날부터 세레 브루노만 해와가지고. 아이 친구들. 아씨. 다 줬는데 이거?
Hey, very nice kick. Give me the ball.
Killing spree.
아야.
You feel that? Hey, very nice kick.
강아지 두들겨 패는 거 마음 아프다고? 야 내가 두들겨 맞고 있는데 무슨 소리 하는 거예요? 우리 팀 내려오거든요. 집 안 갑니다.
Ult is not ready.
8초 남았다고? 많이 남았는데?
I'm
어?
on top
지
of the
깠어?
world.
어 나이스.
Ally has been slain.
Oh, sorry.
집간 거 같으니까 빠르게 밀어 제끼고 난 다음에 나 집 갑시다. 미니언도 생명이라고? 에이 무슨 소리 하는 거예요?
An ally has been slain.
안 먹네? 오호호호 너무 아파 보이는데 저 친구? 아 뭐야? 어우 이거 왜 죽었지? 내 딜에 내가 죽은 건가? 일단 잡긴 했으니까.
Double kill.
아 어서오세요 럴리님.
Hey,
이거 복수에 내가 맞고 죽은 것 같은데 방금 복수 딜이죠. 오지게 아프네.
Your team destroyed a turret.
우리 팀이 잘해서
Killing spree.
위에서 개 털고 있거든요. 박살내고 있어 그냥. 나이스. 아 옛날에는 공도 안 놓쳤는데 공도 계속 놓치고.
Oh, sorry.
뭐야 궁 있었어? 아 제발. 와우 위험했다 진짜.
An enemy.
야 궁 반응 안 했으면 내가 먼저 죽었어.
Destroyed a turret. Killing spree. Enemy has been slain.
세이버가 궁이 있었네요. 누구 잡으려고 갖고 오고 있었던 거지 그럼?
Launch attack.
어우 큰일 날 뻔. 자 태클로 스턴 걸어가지고 댕댕이 나한테 못 때리게 해놓고 잡았죠.
Hey, very nice kick.
느낌 아니까.
Give me the ball.
쟤는 궁 있어가지고
I'm on top of the world.
궁 있는 세이버는 무섭죠.
Request backup.
네 정글강 나오면은 브루노 정글 한 판 할게요.
Hey, very nice kick. Give me the ball.
근데 내가 정글링을 할 줄 몰라가지고.
Mega kill. Your team destroyed a turret. Enemy.
아니 개 밀리는데 카정을 들어오네. 너네 지고 있잖아.
Ally has been slain.
응? 떨리고 있는데 카정을 들어오네.
Mega kill.
이기고 있을 때 들어오는 건 모르겠는데. 라인만 밀어놓고 바로 바텀.
Oh, sorry.
어차피 신기 우리 쪽 바텀 쪽이라서 바텀 라인은 정리하고 난 다음에 내가 신기를 먹어주는 게 세이버 위쪽에 있고 안전하게 먹을 수 있겠지. 먹어주고요. 이거 방어막 있으니까 한번 개겨볼까요? 아 이거 안 닿나? 안 닿네. 위에 한번 올라가 봅시다.
Launch attack.
공격 핑 찍고.
Turret has been destroyed. Enemy has been slain.
다 잡았죠?
Double kill.
I'm on top of the world.
Shut down.
아이고. 나쁘지 않은데? 못 잡았나?
Your team destroyed a turret. Enemy has been slain.
잡았지.
You destroyed a turret. Killing spree.
Hey, very nice kick.
뭐야? 하필.
Killing spree.
하필 밟았어 내가. 덫을 밟았어. 더 밟아버리는 바람에
Oh, sorry.
베일이 먹었어. 아씨 내 건데 이씨.
I'm on top all the way. All the way.
아파라 씨.
Team destroyed the turret. Enemy has been slain. Double kill.
으유.
Hey, very nice kick. Give me the ball.
베일이 먹을 수 있지. 먹고 싶었겠죠.
Oh, sorry.
Your team
어우 밀었는데? 이것도 밀겠는데요?
enemy has been slain. Double kill. You destroyed the turret.
끝났는데요? 오케이. 그레인저요? 괜찮죠?
Victory!
뭐 패치됐어? 베일버스 어땠나요? 아, 좋았습니다. 랭게임 연습 모드요? 네, 아까 같이 하자고 했으니까 같이 합시다. 뭐야, 친구 추가돼 있는 것 같은데? 아닌가? 아, 친추 돼 있네요. 네, 갑시다. 근데 그레인저가 지금 정글 아니고 골드라인에서도 가능한가요? 안 해도 써볼게요. 네. 라인 어디야? 레슬리? 나 원딜 할 거예요. 파키토, 파라미스. 오케이, 오케이. 나 원딜 할 겁니다. 오케이, 올라온다. 로밍 탱커 말하는 거야? 아, 님들 신하라서 안 잡히잖아요. 큐 어떡할 거예요? 빨리 전설이랑 사령 빨리 아이디 바꿔오세요. 실한가? 아, 정말 진짜. 네네, 그러셔도 됩니다. 아, 큐 안 잡히잖아. 내가 신화를 갔어야 된다고? 아, 내가 잘못한 거야? 아니, 시간도 없단 말이야. 8시 반에 그거 봐야 돼. MPL 봐야 돼. 건보워치 꿀잼이라고요? 건보워치는 또 뭐야? 근데 진짜 안 잡히는데? 실화인가? 건담 에볼루션이요. 야, 이거 너무 안 잡힌다 진짜. 이번에 안 잡히면 나간다고요? 그럴 수 있지. 근데 나도 이렇게 안 잡힐 줄 몰랐네요. 야, 이 상태면 듀오도 안 잡히겠는데. 그냥 신화가 껴있어서 안 잡히는 것 같죠? 느낌이 그래. 아니 왜 그렇게 다들 빨리 올려 랭크를. 내가 늦게 올린 건가요? 아 이거 봐, 듀오도 안 잡히잖아. 듀오도 안 잡히잖아. 글러 먹었어 이씨. 어? 잡혔네? 뭐지? 잡혔어요. 응, 아니야, 시작 안 했어? 아니에요, 아니에요. 지금 안 잡혔어, 게임이. 게임 잡힌 거 아니에요? 게임 중이라고 뜨시는데? 우리는 아직 게임이 안 잡혔습니다. 오, 잡혔네. 그래도 트리오보다 빨리 잡히네요.
The enemy is banning. Sir, what's your command? Your team is banning.
아, 1픽 원딜 유저인데.
I am he, and always will be. No matter what.
the scene.
The enemy is banning.
왜 아 하는 거야? 법사가 2명? 야, 이러면 안 돼. 조합 맞춰라, 얘들아.
I didn't cure the
Is to
pain.
trick the
Please
reaper.
ban a hero.
I am more
The
than
enemy
a
is
weapon.
picking.
Where is
나탈인데.
my
Your
target?
team is picking.
나탈의 멜리사죠.
Do you want to make friends with Nana?
이 픽 뭐선 일이고 이 사람 말하는 거야?
My fists are
The
unflinching.
enemy is picking.
Chivalry is dead, and I will revive it.
클린트인데.
This time, the choice
Your
is
team.
클린트의 사비에르. 나탈.
Need some stitches? I can
The
help.
enemy is picking.
아니 이건 무슨 소리야? 아니 탱을 안 할 거면 올리지 말아야지.
will fall prey to shadow.
아니 왜 그래?
I love the smell of gunpowder in the
Your
morning.
team is picking.
Hope will find a way.
뭐지?
Even when all is forlorn.
일단 해봅시다. 어떻게든 되겠죠. 아 나도 덤블도어 팬인데. 알버스.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battle.
이런 상황 짜증 난다고? 그럴 수 있죠. 어떻게든 되겠지.
All troops deployed.
정글 알아서 하겠죠. 뭐야 어딨어? 생긴 거.
How are you? Oh, wait. I just realized. I don't care.
Request backup.
Look at them. Wandering like pathetic abandoned dolls.
First blood.
Your turn, though.
까비.
Say, sip cheese.
에반데? 아씨. P10인데.
Just a small fight. Like playing house.
그럴 수 있죠. 나탈 생각을 안 했네요. 내가 멍청했어.
You, Muddles, get ready. Your turn, Muddles.
Enemy has been slain. Double kill.
나이스. 위에서 이겼는데?
Enemy has been slain.
이런. 또? 나 왜 이래? 진짜 나 왜 이래?
The curse rebounded.
Killing spree.
큰일 났네.
Initiate retreat.
아니 지존 단체 뭐 없어요. 이거 큰일 났네. 진짜 개 못하는데 개소리고 있네요. 죽었는데.
Mega kill. Request backup.
어우 진짜.
Pay me my fees, I fulfill their needs. Fair deal. Time for some needlework.
나탈까지.
Need to
Initiate
teach a very
retreat.
noisy mouth right away. If regret had a flavor, they'd be the first ones to taste it.
천천히 해야겠는데. 방금 개트롤지 돼가지고 2번이나 죽는 바람에.
My needle is more than a doll sewing tool. Your turn, Muddles. If only she could be with me now.
나올 것 같았는데. 나나가 좀 늦었죠. 뭐야?
Got pricked.
Legendary.
뭐 나한테는 나쁘지 않아. 내가 지금 오지게 밀리고 있다가 좀 와줘가지고 핑퐁이 좀 트인 느낌인데 여기도 우리 팀이 아무도 안 죽으면 진짜 나쁘지 않아.
Initiate retreat.
아, 저러면 안 되는데. 그냥 아무것도 없는 데다가 냅다 던진 거거든요. 근데 진짜 저건 던진 거죠.
I'm not alone. I have my dog.
안으로 와. 큰일 났네.
An enemy has been slain.
The distance between life and death is shorter than my needle.
Our turret has been destroyed.
몰라 지원이 부족하다고 아니야 아니야. 내가 지금 초반에 너무 털려서 그래.
Your team destroyed. The enemy has slain the turtle.
I don't trust words. They can hurt like weapons.
아 너무 전멸이랑 이런 게 많은데 까다롭네요.
Good girls avoid trouble, while I make it.
아,
Your turn, Mo.
아 제발.
Enemy triple kill. Enemy killing spree. Our turret has been destroyed.
Didn't your mother ever tell you? Never get too close to needles.
선장의 부흥 아니야 아니야 필요 없어요. 할 수 있다. 아 성장 개 말아 먹었네 진짜.
Our turret has been destroyed.
The distance between life and death is shorter.
와
Has been slain.
깔끔한데.
Initiate retreat. Kill off. Enemy gauntlet. Push first.
Oh no, the curse rebounded.
아니 아니 지 2인 큐야 2인 큐. 듀오. 템 차이 너무 나가지고 클린트는 못 잡을 것 같아.
The enemy has slain the turtle. Request backup. Our turret is under attack.
How are you? Oh wait, I just realized.
Enemy rampage.
Your turn, though. You need to stitch up their noisy mouths right away.
네, 모르겠어요. 나탈 빼는 안 되는데.
Never get too close to needles.
아, 이거를 전멸로 궁을 쳐박네. 큰일 났는데. 앞에서 맞아줄 애도 없고, 그렇다고 나탈 튕겨낼 애도 없고,
Our turret has been destroyed.
들어오는 거 받아칠 애도 없고.
Under attack.
Mommy will be more than a doll sewing tool. Giggles, Muddles, get ready.
나쁘지 않죠.
Enemy has been slain. Shut down. Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
Rules? Whatever.
네, 차이는 지금 전체적으로 나고 있어.
Okay.
Oh no.
써요. 네.
Launch attack.
레벨 차뿐만이 아니고 돈 차이도 나고 있고, 템 차이도 나고.
Request backup. Launch attack.
Business, not my thing. Annoyances. You got me.
Our turret is under attack. Well played. Enemy has been slain.
정말.
Our inhibitor turret is under attack. Shut down. Enemy legendary.
My life, my choice.
Our turret is under attack. Turret has been destroyed.
If only she could be with me now.
An ally has been slain. Sorry.
좋아.
Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
If regret had a flavor, they'd be the first ones to taste it.
아씨, 그냥 몸대고 밀어버리네.
Defeat.
극혐인데요. 좋아, 다시 갑시다. 아, 어서오세요. 아, 초반에 실수한 게 스노우볼 너무 많이 굴렸어. 그치? 나탈이 계속 개입해가지고. 1섭 안 잡히나요 이제? 네네. 어제도 앞쪽에만 좀 잡히고 후반에는 한국 섭 잡히던데요. 아니 솔직히 나탈이 나한테 오는 거 뻔해가지고 그냥 내가 살였어야 됐어. 괜히 멜리사 들었다고 앞쪽에서 설치다가 내가 2번이나 죽는 바람에 진 거야. 다른 사람 탓할 필요가 없어. 이게 당연히 나한테 온다고 생각하고 있어야 되는데. 뭐 지원은 어차피 기대도 안 했고. 원래 애들이 내 쪽으로 잘 안 와. 내가 알아서 살였어야 됐지. 아, 사케 오랜만. 아, 사케 채팅 바로 삭제야? 다음 주에 같이 하자고. 다음 주에 시간이 안 될 것 같은데. 시간 되면. 원딜 하고 싶을 때는 나탈 필벤한다고요? 아니야, 그냥 내가 진짜로 좀 살했으면은 어떻게 됐을지 몰라. 아니, 클린트가 막 잘하는 사람이 아니었거든, 솔직히. 내가 진짜 살이면서 좀 잘했으면은 어떻게 됐을지 몰라요, 게임. 저거 잘 커서 성장 차이 너무 나가지고 진 거지. 거기다 알두스가 또 위에서 밑으로 던져줬잖아. 그래, 멜리사 방금 뇌 빼고 앞대시 하다가 죽은 거야. 나탈 생각도 안 하고. 뇌 빼고 앞대시 하다 죽은 거라니까.
Your team is banning.
To live is to trick the reaper.
Sir, what's your command?
I am he, and always
The enemy
will be,
is banning.
no matter what.
나도 미아 해야겠다.
I didn't cure the pain.
Your
I
team
harnessed
is
it.
picking.
픽박아 그냥. 이거 양보해주면은 뺏겨. 아씨, 뺏긴다니까.
The enemy is picking.
일단 선픽인데 밴 해버렸으니까. 네, 원딜을 뺏겠습니다. 제가 할 거예요.
Fighters,
Please pick a hero.
allow me the honor of
아, 예스, 나이스. 나이스. 지려버렸죠? 픽지컬. 네, 이게 바로 픽지컬이죠. 지려버렸다. 아무것도 못하죠. 네, 무릎을 바로 치고요. 벨몬드 골라버리죠. 돌격 벨몬드거든요. 미드로 뛸 확률도 다분히 있다는 거예요, 여러분들.
engulfed in flames.
네, 미드로 뛸 확률도 있다는 거 살포시 이제 생각을 해놓고 적당히 플레이하면 될 것 같아. 지금 일단 4픽도 그냥 대놓고 네, 팬이 밴했기 때문에.
Light will fall prey.
Your team is picking.
Now a Kai enters the scene.
와, 여기서 레슬리 픽이 나오면서 네, 픽을 다 꼬아놓네요. 미친놈이네요. 확실히 팬이 선픽인데 팬이 밴 했을 때부터 알았어야 됐어요. 아, 여기서 백사나로 바꾸면서 또 내가 한 말에 굉장히 죄책감을 느끼게 해주는 센스 있는 미얀마 친구. 바로 백사나 골라버리죠.
Even the
Enemy
is
is
forlorn.
Fight. Fight for the ultimate answer.
발리가 버프 먹었나요? 너무 많이 나오는데 발리가 버프 먹었다는 소리 들었어요. 네, 버프를 먹었다고 들었거든요. 그 뭐랄까, 뭐였지? 스킬? 스킬 연속으로 쓰게 해주는 거? 그거를 조금 더 개선했다고 들었는데. 태세전환 역하다고? 사케 또 그거 먹으려고 지금 뱀 먹으려고 지금. 아, 클레스틴이잖아. 저 친구 잘한단 말이야, 암살.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
몇 달 만에 왔다고? 나도 몇 달 만에 켰어. 다른 사람이라고? 다행이다. 야, 다른 사람이면 다행이지.
All troops deployed.
막잘하진 않는다고? 역시 사케 클라스. 아니 근데 내가 못해서 다 잘하게 느껴져. 미아 wrong emblem. Shut up. 내 미아에 네가 태클을 걸지마. 나이스. 지렸다. 판단력 보소. 타워도 존내 빨아먹어. 개 많이 빨아먹더라. 진짜 완전 많이 빨아먹었어.
The way of the arrow. Swift, silent, and precise.
미안. 졸부팅이네. 뜨던가 새끼들아.
Elves won't give
야,
up,
랜슬 온다.
no matter how much more suffering
랜슬,
we
랜슬.
go through.
이거는 좀 가져야 될 것 같은데? 뺏긴 거 아니냐 이거? 뺏겼어 블루. 개손해인데요.
The way of the hunter. Moderate, respectful, and sincere.
삽손해. 진짜 삽손해. 미쳤다. 오케이. 빠는 거 안 빨리고. 잠깐만요. 집 간다. 야, 이거 미니언 좀 먹지 말고 버텨봐. MPL이 뭐예요? MPL 그 해외 대회요.
The moon may be dark.
나도 성장 개망했어요. 지금 랜스를
Everything.
정글 왜 이렇게 빠르냐고요? 아, 미친놈 다 처먹었네. 그럼이라고? 그러니까 제가 다 처먹었다니까. 좋아요 이지랄. 야, 비상사태인데. 쳐맞았어.
The way of the bow. Forever shine upon us.
나이스. 깔끔했다. 킬 양보하는 것까지. 야, 발리어. 밑에 발리어. 아니, 미드 주도권이 없어가지고. 그러는데.
My arrow is my answer.
Ult is not ready.
힐다 올라온다.
I can handle that.
아니 렌스 잘하는 애라 했잖아. 그 레스틴 잘한다고. 아 안돼. 야 그걸 나와버리면 어떡해. 아 미친. 아 진짜 제발 다 잡아라. 나이스. 좋아 게이드. 와 시야 빨려가지고 뒤질 뻔했는데 다행입니다. 줄리안이 빠르게 합류해줬네요. 잠깐만요. 개 씹싸기 캡 발리어. 네 도망.
Where do you think you're going?
이거 시야
Not ready. Request backup.
야 줄리안 하는 거 나쁘지 않을지도 몰라. 줄리안 좀 키우는 게. 벨몬드는 나빠. 벨몬드는 그냥 못하는 새끼고. 저 친구 원딜 줬으면 어떻게 됐을까 끔찍하네요. 네.
Request backup.
개 씹개피.
You can't run from
야 줄리안 나쁘지 않다니까 빨리 도와주러 가야 돼.
ally has been slain. Excellent work.
늦었어. 빨리 갔어야 됐는데. 궁 썼죠?
Never back down or prepare for destruction. May the moon forever shine
잡았어요.
upon us.
Request backup. The way of the arrow.
문제는 발기어랑 이런 애들이 없어졌다는 건데. 저 이제 왔네요. 뒤져라! 으아 좋아. 나쁘지 않았다. 그거 밀고 도망쳐 그냥. 좋아요.
The forest might burn.
아카이 잘하는데.
It may be dark, but our hope outlives everything.
Where do you think
또 라인
you're
쳐먹고
going?
있네. 미치겠다.
Initiate retreat. Okay.
이 라인 다 쳐먹고 빠졌어.
An ally has been slain. Enemy has been slain.
와 그래놓고 렌스한테 잘리는 거 보소.
Ally has been slain. Our turret has been destroyed. Our turret has been destroyed.
한 개 더 되나?
Our turret is
안돼 아르고스 왔어. 빼자.
I can handle that. Initiate retreat.
Forever shine upon us.
어떻게 알았지? 와 어떻게 알았냐? 씨.
Eclipse.
이 새끼 나 안 도망친 거 어떻게 알았을까요? 티 났나? 심리전에서 졌네.
Elves will give in, no matter how much more suffering we'll go through.
The enemy has slain the turtle.
내가 2대1로 다 잡아야 돼. 안돼.
Killing spree. Watch your back.
너무 까다롭다 발리어랑 이런 거. 불 붙어서 보는 거야? 그렇구만.
Wise choice.
May the moon
여기 있다 이 새끼야. 야 이걸 밀어버리면 미친. 와 발리어 씨 밀어가지고 못 잡았어.
I can handle that.
이런. 큰일 났네. 정글이 상대가 안 되는데.
my arrow.
공포 잘 넣었는데 딜러가 없었네.
Watch your back.
뭐야?
May the moon forever shine upon us.
나공 빠졌어.
Turret is under attack. Unstoppable.
알파 타고 들어올 수 있기 때문에 뒤쪽으로 살짝 빠진 다음에 집 갔다가 다시 볼게.
Down. Our turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed. Our turret is under attack.
아니 안 가면 다 밀려. 지금 다 밀리고 있잖아.
Turret is under attack. Our inhibitor turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed. Legendary.
성장 차이 난단 말이야.
Wise choice.
The enemy has slain Lord.
애들 다 온다.
Down or prepare for destruction.
Our turret is under
존나 열심히 뛰어왔는데.
Our turret has been destroyed.
May the moon forever shine upon us.
아니 씨, 니 달리기 빠르다고 혼자 뛰어가면 어떡해. 나도 열심히 뛰고 있는데
Ally has been slain.
못 잡잖아.
Legendary. Inhibitor turret is under attack. Enemy has been slain. Our turret has been destroyed.
사이드 다 밀리겠는데.
Under attack.
Where do you think you're going? May the moon forever shine upon us.
자연풍 씨.
Under attack. Slain.
좋아.
Killing spree.
My arrow is my answer.
오케이.
The way of the bow. Flexible.
나이스.
Has been slain.
Understated.
Thank you.
The way of the arrow. Swift, silent, and precise.
Your team destroyed a turret.
May the moon forever shine upon us.
Have been slain.
까비.
The eclipse.
Not ready.
개떼같이 쫓아오는 거 보소. 랜슬로 저런 것만 어떻게 좀 랜슬로만 잘 처리하면 달리어라. 나이스. 모스톱 잘 녹였죠.
Enemy double kill. Our inhibitor turret has been destroyed.
May the moon forever shine
You have
upon us.
slain an enemy.
The way of the hunter. Moderate, respectful, and sincere.
Battle spell is ready.
Forever shine upon us.
An enemy has been slain.
좋아요.
Launch attack.
The way of the arrow. Swift, silent, and precise.
Enemy rampage.
안 좋아요.
Watch your back.
던져주고 있거든 아르고스가.
Where do
그런
you
거 좀
think
잘 받아먹으면
you're
되는데.
going? I can handle that. Free forever shine upon us.
Initiate retreat.
아, 얘는 또 뭐야?
An ally has been slain.
My arrow is my answer.
좋아 좋아. 네네 단체로 다 잘 컸어요 저 팀.
You can't run from my arrow. The way of the arrow. Swift, silent, and precise.
Initiate retreat.
You can't run from my arrow. May the moon forever shine upon us.
사냥을 거기다 쓰네. 경주도래도 모자랄하네.
The way
아, 나
of
이거
the
공
hunter.
없는데.
Moderate,
8초.
respectful, and sincere.
아, 안돼. 택도 없어.
Elves won't give in, no matter how much more suffering we'll go
Ult is
through.
not ready. Ult is ready.
Where do you think you're going?
Double kill.
좋아요.
Launch attack. Initiate retreat. Launch attack. Initiate retreat.
Watch your back. May the moon forever shine upon us.
Mega kill. You destroyed the turret.
I can handle that.
렌스를 살았단 말이야.
The forest might burn, the moon may be dark, but our hope outlives everything.
아, 근데 밑에 라인 정리해야 돼.
Flexible, reserved, and understated.
잡아지나? 나이스. 잘 잘랐죠?
Watch your back.
Ult is not ready. Launch attack.
Initiate retreat. The way of the arrow. Swift, silent, and precise.
아 뭐야, 내가 잘리면 안 되는데.
Initiate retreat. Shut down. Enemy has been slain.
아 자연풍 눌렀는데 안 써졌어요. 나도 자연풍 보고 버틴 건데. 조금만 어떻게 해봐. 아 까비. 체력 채우고. 그치. 104나 나왔거든. 버텨. 10초. 나이스.
Slain.
I can handle that.
The enemy has slain. Initiate retreat.
My arrow
Initiate
is
retreat.
my answer. Never back down or prepare for destruction.
왜 계속 지가 처먹죠? 큰일 났는데.
Initiate retreat.
Where do you think you're going?
Slain an enemy. Launch attack.
You can't run from my arrow.
Killing spree.
좋아.
Shut down. Enemy slain. Initiate retreat.
Forever shine and promise.
You have slain an enemy.
아 저게 살아가?
The forest might burn, the moon may be dark. The way of the bow, flexible, reserved, and understated. The way of the hunter, moderate, respectful, and sincere. I can handle that. Watch your back. Wise choice.
Killing spree. Initiate retreat.
The way of the arrow. Swift, silent, and precise. The forest might burn, the moon may be dark, but our hope outlives everything. Where do you think you're going?
Initiate
Never
retreat.
back down or prepare for destruction. May the moon forever shine upon us. My arrow is my answer.
아 물렸어. 잠깐만.
May the moon
나이스. 잘 잘랐죠? 아 자연풍 늦었어. 아 한 방짜만 빠르게. 아 진짜 씨. 아이고 원장아 원장아. 진짜 한 박자만 반 박자만 빠르게 쓰지.
Your team destroyed a turret.
이거 버텨질라나? 나이스 버텨진다.
An enemy has been slain.
좋아 좋아 잘했어. 불멸 잘 뺐다.
Initiate retreat.
아니 근데 이게 진짜 구하는 날이 있을 거야. 아 잠깐만. 아 제발. 아 한 마리라도 잘리면 안 돼. 나이스 나이스. 막아 막아. 미니언 나왔거든요. 와 나이스.
Launch attack.
The way of the hunter. Moderate, respectful, and sincere.
Our base is under attack.
The way of the bow. Flexible, reserved, and understated.
Launch attack.
The way of the hunter. Moderate, respectful, and sincere.
좋아 좋아.
Been slain. Launch attack. Initiate retreat.
You can't run from my arrow.
Your team destroyed a turret.
Forever silent.
잡았어. 렌슬 컷. 와. 와. 지려버렸다. 흠님 루나님 어서오세요. 아카이 잘했어. 랜스로 오일 중이라고? 아카이 MVP잖아 봐봐. 게임 개재밌네요. 아니 방금 랜슬 들어왔을 때 나 자연풍 아니었으면 죽었어. 랜슬도 나 잡으면 이기는 거 알기 때문에 나 노리고 들어온 거야. 방금 랜슬 나 노리고 들어왔다가 뒤졌잖아. 한 번 잘 썼다고? 자연풍 너무 사기라고? 그러니까 아니 그래 마지막에 어쨌든 자연풍 써가지고 잡았으면 된 거잖아 랜슬. 근데 너무 힘들다 근데. 다른 원딜이었으면 이기기 힘들었을걸? 솔직히 미아여서 좀 쉽게 피했지. 일단 궁극기랑 자연풍 두 개 다 있었으니까 피할 수 있는 게. 아마 그래 정글도 지금 괜찮다고 들었는데 내가 실력이 안 돼가지고.
The enemy is banning.
브루노요? 팬이 선픽인데 계속 밴당해. 우리 팀이 안티야.
Your team is banning.
To live is to trick the Reaper.
The fire of battle never extinguishes.
I am Yin, and always
The
will
enemy
be,
is banning.
no matter what.
이 판하고 MPL이나 보러 갑시다 여러분들. 지금 8시 10분이거든요 딱 한 판 하면은 MPL 가능할 듯. 보러 가면 될 듯. 8시 반에 이보스랑 누가 합니까? 이보스랑 누구 하죠?
Please pick a
그
hero.
빅 에트론인가? 빅 에트론 알파인가? 하여튼 걔랑 가는데
Chivalry is dead, and
The
I
enemy
will
is
revive it.
picking.
I am more than a weapon.
줄리안? 줄리안 왜 밴 안 하냐? 나 줄리안 진짜 너무 싫어하는데. 씨. 줄리안 저거 개 오픽챔이야. 저 미친 챔프입니다. 챔프 삭제해야 돼요. 이 게임은 이겼다고? 나 줄리안 너무 싫어해.
Your team is picking.
메가트로. 목소리 개 멋있는 거 보소. 메가트로. 못 따라하겠어?
Hope will find a way,
The enemy is
even when all
picking.
is forlorn.
내가 해도 안 멋있다고? 아니 근데 목소리 진짜 솔직히 멋있다 메가트론. 그치?
Go out and play.
딱 전형적인 동굴 목소리. 그저 흉내낸 아저씨라고? 말이 심하네. 내가 또 상처받아가지고 한동안 안 돌아오면 어떡하려고 지금.
Your
정글
team
누가
is
하냐고? 정글
picking.
네가 해야지. 남은 게 닌데. 야, 다미가 정글 그냥 정글 아무거나 달라 그래 다마. 네가 정글 해야 될 것 같은데. 저 친구 탱크 유저 아니냐?
Welcome to the great
이야 할리 정글.
The enemy is
Then let
picking.
the world betray me.
이야 이걸 사냥을 들어버리네. 그랩 해가지고 먹고 아니 잠깐만 프랭코 정글은 심했지. 선 넘네. 프랭코 스펠 바꿔라. 화났잖아 지금. 지금 3픽 화났어. 지금 멘트 못 봤습니까? 그쵸 요새 MPL도 판다 많이 나오더라고. 아 뭐야 클래스틴 또 나왔어. 친구 저격이야? 형 보고 있니? 하시나요?
Welcome to Mobile Legends. 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the
야,
battlefield.
이거 이렇게 되면 또 가장 먹힌다.
All troops deployed.
이거 정글 하나 도와주고 와. 블루 하나 먹어주고 오던가. 원딜 누구더라? 그레인저.
Thank you.
Do what the folks do, visitor.
까비. 뭐야 이거?
I've got a bullet with your name on it.
아 잠깐만. 와
First blood.
클라스지 이 새끼야.
This is your share of glory.
You have slain an enemy.
건방지게 말이야.
An ally has been slain.
지가 더 가야겠는데? 형 갔다 올게.
Try to outrun.
아 형님 제발. 오케이 1스 빠졌다. 아 까비. 아 좋아. 집 못 가겠는데? 집갈 타이밍 놓쳤어.
Well played. Initiate retreat.
I'll make sure justice is served today.
An ally has been slain.
눈치 보는 수밖에 없어. 짤짤이 내가 계속 놓고 있으니까 조심하고.
Justice prevails. Justice served.
Killing spree.
1스 조심하면서 그쵸? 1스만 피해주면서
Just a
딜러면
lonely
되거든요.
man on his way in the desert.
아으 이런 젠장할.
You
뭐하냐?
gunslinger like me. You can't
던져버리누?
The enemy has slain the turtle. Well played.
아 제발 좀 이런 거 하지마 좀.
busy finding a place
야,
to
근데 밑에가 터지고 있다 친구야.
justice served.
톡?
Drop your weapon and hands up.
Mega kill.
어휴 잠깐만요.
Request backup.
Justice has long arms.
응 내 거야.
Don't panic. Clint is on the way.
Initiate retreat.
Justice prevails.
Ult is not ready.
Do I even have to repeat that?
아 클레스틴. 씨.
Initiate retreat.
항상 클레스틴이 문제네.
I'll make sure justice is served today.
못 잡은 것 같은데? 못 잡았죠?
Initiate retreat.
나이스다.
Slain. Ult is not ready.
Do what the folks do, visitor.
아 이거 빨리 밀어야 되는데. 숨 올 것 같아.
Justice served. Try to outrun justice served.
안돼 안돼. 버립니다.
Ally has been slain.
이건 버릴 수밖에 없어.
Drop your weapon and hands up.
The enemy has slain the turtle.
아 제발.
Finding a place to hide.
오케이. 일단은 정글 쪽으로 순 옮겨서 살았고요.
Listen to your sheriff, boy.
Our turret has been destroyed. An ally has been slain. Our turret is under attack.
Justice served. Justice served.
순 시야 안 보여.
I've got a bullet with your name on it.
속박 걸었거든. 이거 잡아야 돼.
Has been slain.
안 되나? 숨었죠? 아 프랭크 어디가 있어?
Has been slain.
아씨. 아이 딸피 좀 어떡해.
You girls can resist the
Initiate
gunslinger
retreat. Initiate retreat.
Justice served. Justice served. Justice has long
Our
arms.
turret is under attack.
Justice served.
Necessary. Ally has been slain. Our turret is under attack.
Justice served.
아 조졌다. 전멸 그래. 아 쏘리.
An early retire.
Our turret has been destroyed. Our turret is under attack.
안돼 그냥 주고 빠져.
The enemy has slain the turtle.
와 터틀 진짜 다 빨아먹고 있거든. 뭐야? 아 안 죽었어? 실한가? 아 너무 아까운데?
Served.
Our turret has been destroyed. Legendary. Well played.
아니 왜 정글 차이를 왜 치는 거야? 지들도 다 잘하는 것도 아니면서.
Try to outrun my bullets. Justice served.
뭐야 이건 어떻게 끌었냐? 씨, 기가 막히네 그래.
I'll make sure justice is served today.
이거 밀어야 돼. 항상 말하지만 타워는 밀 수 있을 때 바로 다 밀어줘야 돼요.
Initiate retreat.
잡아! 나이스!
Not ready.
좋아! 지리도 그래! 오늘 그래도 살아있는데?
Justice served.
Slain an enemy. Our turret
이거 안
has
돼.
been destroyed. Is not ready.
I've got a bullet with your name on it.
그래 팩 신고하자고? 진짜 잘하긴 한다 근데. 시들렸네요 그래비. 아 잠깐만요. 밑에 봐주자 프랭코.
Ally has been slain. An ally
아 이런 늦은 것 같은데.
turret. Battle spell in cooldown.
Drop your weapon and hands up.
You have slain an enemy. Enemy killing spree.
Justice prevails. Do I even have to repeat
Our
that?
turret is under attack.
Justice
Our
served.
turret has been destroyed.
벨트 올릴게. 아니 근데 진짜 존나 잘하네. 인정할게. 잘해.
Served.
아 근데 문제는 너무 힘들잖아. 아니 애들이 뭔 헛소리야 지금까지 계속 보여줬는데.
Justice served.
아니 탱탱만은 둘러야 돼. 야딜 나만 내 죽으면 끝나 이거.
Only man on his way.
탱 하나 둘러야 돼.
Justice served. Justice served.
Turret is under attack.
Girls can resist a gunslinger like me.
못 잡았나?
Our turret has been destroyed.
아으 한 대. 아 죽었다.
Enemy rampage. Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
아 나 죽으면 안 되는데. 잠깐만 마법 딜이 아픈가? 아 근데 순딜도 무시할 수가 없어가지고. 이건 못 이길 것 같다고요. 할 수 있습니다.
Just a lonely man on his way in the desert.
Launch attack.
까 시공도 없어.
Listen to your sheriff.
Initiate retreat.
Few girls can resist a gunslinger like me.
이거까지 이기면 폼 부신다고.
Justice served. Drop your weapon and hands up.
Turret is under attack.
Justice served.
Battle spell in cooldown.
아닌 것 같은데.
Outrun my bullets.
아니야 담아.
Justice served.
뭐야 이거 벤 좀 해봐.
Long arms.
Battle spell in cooldown.
Justice served.
Initiate retreat.
잘렸네. 마방템도 하나 둘러야 되나? 진짜 너무 아픈데. 뭐야 이거? 끌었는데? 아닌가?
Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
영주 먹고 천천히 끝낼 생각인가 본데.
Place to hide. Justice served. I'll make sure justice is served today.
바로 치네.
Don't panic.
나이스.
Initiate
전멸 한 번만 진짜.
well played.
그러게. 막을 수 있을라나? 안 되지. 끝났지.
Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
전멸 한 번만 썼어도.
Destroyed. Our base is under attack.
너무 아까운데.
Defeat.
고생했어. 나도 MPL 보러 가야 돼. 극딜 가고 세례 가는 게 맞았다고. 그럴 수 있지. 빡셌다. 몰라요. 왜 비슷한 애들끼리 싸우는지 모르겠어요. 그럴 수 있지. 근데 프랭코 그랩 좋았다. 상당히 괜찮았어. 이 판도 약간 좀만 잘했어도 이게 우리 팀이 다 터져버리는 바람에 이게 전체적으로 순위 아주 굉장히 지능적으로 플레이를 잘했죠. 네, 그냥 내 라인 한 번도 안 오고 다른 라인 돌아가면서 그냥 다 털어버리는 바람에 특히 이제 유정이 오데스를 그냥 꼬라 박았죠. 아무것도 못하고. 굉장히 지능적인 플레이였고, 일단 그거 보러 갑시다. MP를 보러 갑시다. 상대가 잘했어. 솔직히 인정해야 돼. 이 스키 이거 내 안 돌리니까 같이 안 돌리는 거 보소. 진짜. 얘는 왜 계속 오냐? 뭐하는 놈이냐 이거.
skill damage to give out as well the positions. Marky is the go-to man. 1-1 picking up 50% win rate there on that 1-1, averaging of almost 700 gold per minute. Dealing out, of course, 52,000 damage on average. This guy is so lethal. Again, taking shots at Evos. Hi Evos, I miss the lore. Quoted by Marky as a Marky will walk, of course, with the rest of Bigatron Alpha. Please welcome Bigatron Alpha.
Man, Kyrie asked, where is my friend Glar for
가자!
Alpha Marky? He said that he misses Glar. Let's take a look though, Arashi, at their match history.
They've been finding an upward trend and they're able to actually defeat Alter Ego here.
가자!
They're also Alter
뭐야,
Ego,
이거?
sorry. That's the only team that was able to find a victory against them. They're on a second win in the second leg, and now they're for the final match
가자!
against Evos Legends. And there's a lot of rivalry between these two teams, man. I think for both teams, it's not only about
Evos 계좌랑?
the victory,
오케이,
it's about
보자.
that respect as well.
얘들아 가자.
And remember,
이 게임이 진짜 재밌는 게임이 될 거야. 설레네 나도.
season, so they need to bring everything against Evos Legends. They're currently sitting in the 7th place. Thoughts?
And again, look at Evos Legends. This is what we want to see. The bonding and obviously the development of the same lineup coming in together in the tunnel camp by Head and Shoulders. Obviously, they have a lot to prove here coming up, walking up onto the stage, Gani. But there's one guy that we need to talk about.
This one guy in particular is going to be Dreams. I feel like the most consistent player in the MPL this season from Evos has been Dreams. Take a look at this. He just enables his team. And to add to that, he can play a lot of unique heroes as well. He can play the sports, of course. He will shine in that Matilda. But on the Kadita, he just shines as well. Take a look at this. The timing, again, he just enables his team, creates a lot of space. And of course, that wise here, picking up Matilda 4 times with a 50% win rate as well. Again, with their right engage and disengage, this guy can take a lot of damage as well with assisting
A lot of damage.
Dreams is just the main man
The
in
main
Evos
man.
we need to be careful of. We're gonna try our best to go to the playoffs, and let's just give it our best as we welcome the White Tigers, Evos Legends.
Here they are with a whole lot to prove here in the second leg. Losing every single match in the second leg, they're gonna have to look for 2 victories to come back.
A very painful fall from grace for Evos Legends, being the half-season champion, and now all the way down, struggling for a position
나오는 거
in the
개멋있다고.
playoff scene. So
나오는
we'll
게
just have
뭐가
to see,
멋있어.
can
그냥
they
걸어
succeed?
나오는구만.
Can they break the lose streak?
그냥
against
걸어
Evos
나오는데
Alpha?
뭐가 멋있어.
It will come
뭘
down
보고 멋있다고
to
하는
the
거야.
strat and the draft, man. We saw how important it is in match number 1. In match number 2, it's going to be even more important because both these teams have very unique drafting compositions and styles.
Looking at the drafts again, they need to go for the wins here. Team head-to-head by Head and Shoulders. Arashi, it's time to take a look at a very one-sided affair, I guess.
It's so hilarious, man. Every single stat is on the stat of Bigatron Alpha, including the death. But the match history shows that Evos were able to come out on top the last 2 times they've met each other. So we'll just have to see. It's a completely different Bigatron Alpha. It's a completely different Evos Legends as well. And there's a new patch to factor in as well for both these teams. So we'll just have to see, man. I think at this point, the stats are going to be too rigid to actually use reliably to predict who is going to come out on top.
Fun fact here, in terms of the previous match history, sure, we're only taking a look at 5 of their last matches. But if we take a look at every single match that they've had, Evos Legends have only won a total of 3 times. 1 in the grand finals of Season 7, and the 2 times that you see here in Season 9 and in the first leg of Season 10.
Wow. Is Bigatron the kryptonite of Evos Legends?
I guess was.
Again, stat-wise there, Bigatron Alpha led the board all across the board. KDA, objective, and
Literally.
it shows because it's evident Evos Legends in the second leg. They're really shaky, Arashi. Why do you think that is? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, the patch was after the second leg, so they were already shaky before. So what do Evos need to do?
Well, before that, let's take a look at the keys of victory by Axe. Clover winning the matchup in the gold lane, shedding the Marquee as a double benefit. Beware of key setup and initiation. Al Momento will be looking for that opportunity. Sisujin getting his comfort heroes that led him with his reputation of the rookie monster. And of course, be more solid as a team. I think this is the answer, Gronny. They've been changing up, switching up so many different things. You need to build up synergy. You need to build up muscle memory and just coordination among your team. Evos seems to be struggling in that department particularly. But of course, we'll just have to see what kind of machinations, what kind of magic Zace has in store for us. But soon we'll take a look at the win condition for Bigatron Alpha as well, because in a way they used to be the kryptonite for Evos Legends, and that can still be the case. Exactly the case. So keys of victory for Bigatron Alpha. Respect Evos' Akai and Wanwan, Clover and Tsujin. Optimize Marquis' wide hero pool in the gold lane. Follow up keys initiation and setups for maximum benefit, and let Moreno get his comfort hero. A lot of attention has been on Moreno, but when he has his comfort heroes, he is able to do a lot of great things, and it's just overshadowed by how flashy everyone is, but he is one of the main key components in the team that is Bigatron Alpha.
It's kind of the opposite side of the spectrum for both these teams when you compare them, right? BTR, they've stuck with this roster for such a long time. Meanwhile, Evos, they've been experimenting with a lot of different variations of their roster. Coming in again into this matchup, it's a very developed Bigatron Alpha roster in terms of synergy, communication, and for Evos Legends, I would say that now that they're sticking with this same 5 members from last week, that's what they're aiming for as well. They're trying to capture the same effect that they had in the first leg, maybe refining it a little bit here with Coach Zace. Now, here though, playoff scenario.
If they win, right? If they win, they could move up to the 5th rank and the highest chance to secure playoffs. If they lose though, a lower chance to secure playoffs, that's for sure. And that will be such an unforeseen circumstance for Evos Legends to be in.
It's going to be a feisty match indeed here. Evos Legends, looking at their momentum, it's not really on their side.
Definitely not.
0 wins in
오케이, 잠시 갔다 왔어. 어떻게 됐음? 시작 안 했어?
Season champions. It's not a really good
Hey.
what you really want in a team.
보자. 누가 이길 거 같냐고? 모르지. 나는 일단 오늘 보는 게 처음이기 때문에 누가 잘하는 팀이고 누가 못하는 팀이고를 잘 몰라. 근데 이 보스는 내가 들어봤어. 막 뭐지? 이모티콘 같은 거 있잖아. 이 보스 하는 거 있잖아. 이거. 그것 때문에 들어봤단 말이야.
In the final week, you do not want to be playing games. So let's just get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Banning phase between Bigatron Alpha and Evos Legends.
The drafts for Bigatron Alpha and as well as Evos will begin now. Bigatron will have the blue side here as they opt for a ban towards Kai and as well as Julian. Evos though, seeing
거기다 얘네들도 그냥 이보스 많이 말하는구만. 이보스가 어쨌고 뭐 이보스가 어쨌고 이런 소리밖에 안 하는구만.
BTR are
사람 차별하는 것도 아니고.
spec bans, right? You can already see 2 heroes onto Sutsujin. They know that Sutsujin has performed, has been underperforming, I would say, on the heroes he's not comfortable at. So right now with the 2 bans onto Sutsujin, they're trying to force him on that. BTR go for 1 more ban, which is kind of a prio ban. But Evos Legends, this is it. It does seem like with their bans,
아카이 줄리안 발렌티나 밴이야.
it's not really a target.
근데
Right? It's more
확실히
like that prio ban that
아카이
we
정글이
all come to
좀
know.
파급력이 있어 보였어.
Exactly. So,
아니 줄리안은 그냥 사기챔이고 솔직히 나 줄리안 진짜 너무 싫어 상대편으로 나오면.
Dreams is the only other person that's been able to use that Kadira to
줄리안은 너무
So
싫고.
I wonder if Bigatron will respect that, knowing the power of Kadira themselves, or will they let that go and try and have a counter in the drafting phase?
Fairness or 1-1? The answer is going to be 1-1. All right, so the trusting Marky, in the pre-match video,
야 승률 57% 완노한 꺼내 들었는데.
is on the 1-1. I do want to touch on this a little bit more, right? Because the way he plays 1-1 is very different than the other 1-1s that we've seen, like Nino and Skylar.
Viva RRQ가 뭔 말이야? Hey.
Marky's
Hey,
1-1
where are
is a
you
little bit more
from?
multi-dimensional, right? He can use this 1-1 as some sort of a peel hero as well, Arashi, just helping the backline mage.
Speak
That's a
Korean,
very
please.
very fair point, because we saw earlier in the match, in the first match, when you have multiple problems to deal with,
발렌티노
you're forced to pick
에스메랄다
between
밴.
two, and that just leaves a lot of room.
에스메랄다도 아까 만든 거 보니까 잘 안 듣긴 하더라. 근데 픽이 정형화돼 있네. 거의 비슷하네요. 뭐 나오면은 뭐 나오면 뭐. 거의 픽이 진짜 비슷해. 밴 하는 것도
against
그렇고.
Bigatron and Faramis and Phobius.
와, 파라미스 픽했어 지금?
The CEO has spoken. We'll see
야,
here.
파라미스랑
Evos Legends, can they implement in the Land of Dawn? Phobius, a ban.
RRQ 팀 온 거 제목이 비바야.
Against 1-1 and that Faramis is just prio. Bigatron though.
야 파라미스 포베. 야 얘는 처음 보는데? 오라노스는 나온 거 봤는데 라이리아는 또 처음 나오네.
Arenas here for their side.
And now you
라이리아도
really know
괜찮나요?
they went for the Esmeralda ban, right? We mentioned that it's not really a lot of respect bans coming in, not targeted bans, but it's a very smart ban.
From
Reading out that
Indonesia,
1-1 pick
okay.
And instantly picking up a counter that can't really
Nice
be
to meet
countered
you.
now that Esmeralda has been taken out. Faramis, Phobius poses a huge threat in these team fights, and Evos Legends can just wrap this up with a comfort hero for the man you see on your screen. If you want to go for just more burst with this kind of composition, you can go for the Kadita. If you want a little bit more flexibility, you can go for something like a Cho, a Mathilda. Those two heroes obviously are still up for grabs, but
라이리아가 초반에 쓰던
Irithel. So
라인 클리어가 빨라.
he's a 1-1 player. He knows exactly how to counter the 1-1, and we've actually spoken about this literally just a few minutes ago. Arashi Gani backstage in the talent room.
Right.
1-1's biggest counter, go for the Irithel.
Exactly. So flexible, mobility being a big issue. You won't really get a chance to use a crossbow of Tang, not easily at least. So for Evos Legends, very solid picks, but for Bigatron, you gotta say, man, having that Lilia available will be able to burst through the health of the Cult Altar, and with a very solid front line like the Uranus, they're setting up for a very good front-to-back composition if they can get a long-range artillery mage. Before that though, we take a look at the head-to-head between the jungles, Tsujin and Max. I think you can see that for the most part, Max has more of a, on an individual level, Max just does a lot better, but Tsujin has been very.
근데 아이리텔이 나쁘지 않은 게 나도 최근에 써봤는데 세던데.
The jungler Arashi, take a look at Evos Legends. They just banned out that Amon.
클린트가 왜 안 나오는지는 잘 모르겠어. 이게 아마 물렸을 때 한계가 너무 커서 그럴 걸.
Over to two of the side lanes, the Irithel and the Phobius. That ban is very good by Evos, and for BTR at this point.
얘네는 막 뭉쳐서 한타하는 거 잘하잖아. 근데 만약에 뒤쪽에 있다가 한번 물려버리면은.
3 bans now onto the rookie monster.
It's gonna be crazy here, folks. As again,
답이 안 나와서
despite from both
그럴 걸 아마.
teams, they have yet to secure a jungler, a hero for Max or for the side of Sensijin. So it seems like they are waiting for that for the last picks, perhaps. Evos Legends.
지속적인 딜을 못 넣어서
to
그런가.
opt for here for the last ban. Is it gonna be another jungler here, perhaps?
It could be. I mean, if Bigatron wants to be fancy with it, we did see the Uranus
Wow,
go to the
Elmond
jungle, but that's a bit unlikely, man. It didn't work out for Aura earlier, and Evos, they respect that. They banned that Balmon out in case Bigatron wants to force them into fights with the
약간 그런 느낌이야. 한타 때, 그러니까 한타 위주로 생각을 해야 되는 것 같아.
What will it be here? From the side of Bigatron and Evos,
벨몬드 밴은 처음
want to
보는데.
know is both composition. They need
저 팀에 벨몬드 잘하는 사람 있나요?
It seems like
아 벨몬드
they are
많이 나와?
lacking that crowd control department, so perhaps they are going to fill that gap in the second phase. Bigatron though, they are setting up for very heavy CC here, banging up that Diggy.
Yeah, they're definitely setting up for the Atlas, but with that Diggy ban, what that kind of enables is for Evos Legends to pick up the Atlas for themselves. Remember, right now with their composition, it's a very heavy team fight comp. They can't just pick up this Atlas to add more onto that team fight comp. In my opinion, going for the Cho would be a little bit better because it will add more dynamic into this draft, but seeing that Diggy ban, I don't think it's worth leaving that Atlas open for BTR to take.
애매한데.
The issue right here now, if they go for the Atlas,
I hope from
Bigatron
Korean
tends to go
team
for that
to
really
join
low top pick as
Empo.
well. So
It's
a lot of
impossible
chance
without
matches going on
without
between the coaches
sponsors.
right here. If Evos goes for the Atlas, it will allow them to actually, I was gonna say, engage big combo team fights with the Cult Altar. But with this Franco, they have a chance of playing the pickoff game and then making
Mobile
sure they use
Legend
Cult
is
Altar to
not famous
prevent
in
any kind of
Korea.
burst damage coming through.
One hero that is still left for perhaps Evos Legends here is Fanny. Perhaps can they use the Fanny here in the hands of Taz?
아니 이게
It's a 1-1 against Lilia. Perhaps
링-
in the early game they might be able to, but Bigatron, they will complete their draft with an Atlas and Karina. We saw this coming, right?
We did. You know, it was all set up, but like you mentioned, honestly, this is perfect setup for Evos Legends.
링도 상대 잘하는 거야.
There's no single target lockdown from BTR in terms of CC. It enables that Fanny, but there's only one big question here. Do they want to risk roll
린도 잘 나옵니까?
destroying a team synergy? It can happen. Or Sotsujin can just show his Fanny here in MPL.
이게 디거 밴한 거나 아틀라스 뽑아서 그냥 디거 밴한 거지.
They don't have the burst
링
damage to try
좋았구나.
and delete him off the bat. So if he gets half a second to make a play, he will go for those crazy engages. As now we take a comment from Anti-Mage. Just like the other lower tier teams, such as Rebellion and GeekFam, Bigatron are really trying their best for the playoffs, but not as scary as Rebellion and GeekFam. Whoa! As you think about that, though, Hayabusa makes the field right here. Wow.
Also an assassin here, so but Sotsujin will play. I think in season 10 only twice Hayabusa has gone to the land of dawn.
Sully Boy, Albert, we've also
뒤에 이 사람들은 코치진이야?
A couple of times.
A couple of times.
뒤에 서 있는 사람들.
Kids as well. There's a lot of Hayabusa picks.
코치입니까?
Not a lot in terms of
But
the
it's enough.
but it's enough. We have a pretty good sample size of how Hayabusa plays in season 10. Audience prediction by TikTok though, 66%
Wow.
against 34%. Evos Legends once again losing out in the audience prediction. But I gotta be honest with you guys, man. Looking at the draft, aside
그렇구나.
from that
Okay, okay.
Hayabusa pick, I would actually say that Evos have the better draft here.
I'm just concerned about how they plan on dealing with Key, right? I think if Evos can get the ball rolling, can get control and pressure Bigatron, make them split apart and not fight 5v5, I think they have a chance here. Because even with the called Ultraman, if they get engaged on with that Fatal Links, that's a difficult proposition for Bigatron Alpha to try and lose him.
Gotta say, we'll see who will grab the first point in the series. Will it be Bigatron or Evos? Spam the comments as we now enter the land of dawn for game
Evos
one.
is junior lineup.
Get ready.
Nothing senior.
This is going to be really tough again, right? Let's slow it down a bit. Let's talk about the matchups just in general in the lanes. Pendragon on this Phobius against the Uranus. Okay, that's a lane that actually the Uranus can have a say in. But we're talking about that mid control now, which is actually going to be pretty equal now that I think about it. It's all going to come down to the the gold lane there where Irithel is going to win.
Why?
But here you go. Town prediction by Axe. Only one caster, Ranger Amas, going for Evos Legends.
The last time we saw this in, I think it's a GeekFam match, he actually ended up being correct, so we'll see if history repeats
Evos
itself.
팀이 프랭크 좀
But so
친다고.
far, I think
보자.
the fact that the Lilia is in the picture, I think Bigatron Alpha will have the a lot more playmaking potential in the early game, but they lack a bit of
근데
damage.
완만이라서 프랭크로
They can
잡기
clear
힘들어.
out, But can they actually
솔직히
go for the pickoffs when they don't have the burst to make sure that members from Evos Legends won't get a chance to retaliate?
We'll see here, set up 3.
Oh,
It's
좋아.
offside.
Wow.
Sotsujin does not connect his shadow, so he will not commit to that shadow kill just yet here. 30 seconds to the first shuttle. Seems like Evos Legends slowly but surely trying to pick up the setup, that the early game pressure that they have.
Exactly.
Early game pressure is what Evos Legends need to utilize, need to dive into, right? Because the reason they went for the Hayabusa Franco is to put more pressure into these side lanes, just going for those gangs to create a snowball effect.
그냥 찌르는 거밖에 못했죠 하야부사가. 아 근데 진짜 저렇게 붙어있으면 잡기가 힘들다니까. 다이브 칠 수도 없잖아.
Hayabusa is going to be a bit, you know, it's gonna.
카리나 도발
It's
보고.
going to be that good in the massive team fights later on.
Exactly, and even if he wants to go for a split push, they can easily send Sorizo to just withstand the damage, and the Uranus will be too much for them to deal with, as right now the turtle is still being contested, but Sotsujin will be able to secure it, and the Black Shoes will ensure that Marino will be able to back out.
Seems like Evos Legends, they are able to be ahead
그냥
in
준
rotations
느낌이죠.
here.
Here it is.
Max though, realizing that Sotsujin has no retribution.
Wow.
Max
와우,
will
뺐었어.
exploit that spell.
A very fresh move by Bigatron Alpha, as that's a.
와 뭐야.
Italy connects on towards 2 here. Crossbow, tank pops, and
와 진짜 지렸다 이거. 아틀라스 석화죠? 아니 석화 아니고 전멸이야?
Needs to be careful here.
Oh.
He has popped the sprint. He will not be able to escape as Taz comes in, trying to find compensations, trying to look for scraps. but Moreno and Key still survive, but Suzuki comes in with a vengeance. Double
Wow.
kill instantly here by the
기가 막히네.
A solid trade back from Evos Legends, but we need to take a
양쪽 다
look
찢었어.
at what's most important for Evos Legends. Winning in that side lane with the Irithel.
Super play 너무
In a
깔끔했어,
1v1
방금.
matchup, Irithel does do better, but it's not a 1v1 when you have Dreams.
Oh my god, Dreams with Iron Hook, Max a little too aggressive there. He was
프랭크 어딜 도망가?
he got it, but at what cost? He was pulled back instantly, and there you go. He gets taken down. A very good compensation here by Evos Legends.
Back again to my point, it's not a 1v1 without
어디
Dreams
가는
and Key.
하면서
Alright, I want to say
바꾸는
that, but Dreams just got a hook too, so perfect timing. Anyways, Arashi, in terms of the emblems here, Sutsujin went for high and dry.
Exactly. He needs to ensure that
지금 뭐 들었지,
once
아이템이?
you have the maximum
돌격.
kill potential. I think that's the idea, right? Shake up your setup with the assassin picks,
있는 거 알고
and
있다, 이거
then
맞지?
make sure that you don't lose to those surprise engages with the cult altar. I think it's a very solid game plan. We'll just to see the
있는 거 알고 일부러 안
execution
가는 것 같은데.
from Evos Legends. So far with 3 kills, Susujin is quite the menace right now. I think if he goes for Marky or Moreno, they'll be forced to use some battle spells to survive.
Take a look at the gold lane. Not really, the Irithel has not really been being given farm, and
이거 이번에는 파란 팀이 한번 볼 거거든요, 신기.
that top side pressure. I think Evos Legends will have.
첫 번째는 이보스가 여기 먹었잖아. 아, 신기 먹었잖아.
Test. Ooh, but they're still just rotating around.
깔끔하게 들어갔지만 뺏지 못했죠.
Moreno gets taken
그래도
down once again
잡아내면서
by Sutsujin. The bloody hand connects
오히려
onto his
이득입니다.
Evos Legends. They have equalized, getting the neutral objective there, and as well as
이러면
getting
이득이지.
two kills.
일단 신기
Very
주더라도
important trade, as
2킬을 먹었잖아.
Uranus is a little bit late to the party.
Got way
Rizzo-
more value for Evos.
Exactly. So Rizzo was trying to clear the bottom side, and he came there quite late. I guess the fight was just pretty, I don't know, pretty
어우.
improvisational. But now Sutsujin, on the top side, Vision Alpha, they just have to execute a lot cleaner here. If they want to go for the objectives, they have to prepare a way out. Because Evos
그러니까
Legends, if
신기
they don't get the main
주고
objective,
한타에서
they will
그냥
try and
2킬
get
잡아먹었잖아.
BTR with
이보스 강팀인가요? 네네,
They're
강팀이라네요.
choosing to actually play with the 1-1 a lot, right? He's constantly
태물
that top
강팀이라는데.
side, and it just gives over more pressure.
아,
in that
노노야?
XP lane.
중하위권이야.
Evos Legends.
뭐.
Oh, Marky
근데 잘하는데?
getting Sutsujin set up top side succeeds.
Wow.
The high and dry is just
킬각
too much.
존내 잘
Take a
봐.
look at that. The gold gap from 1-1 and as well as the Irithel.
Exactly, Wangan has more of a goal advantage, surprisingly, but of course, with Susujin 5-0 in the picture, it's a bit dangerous, but Clover might be overstaying here.
Oh my god, he popped the sprint, but it's not enough as Moreno will claim the kill. He overstayed there,
Definitely.
a little bit greedy there. He wanted the turret, but he will go down. Take a look at Rizzo.
Torizo. God. Well, this is what we've come to expect about Torizo, but engage.
Oh, be careful here. Shadow kill and high and dry will
good.
not be able enough to take him down just yet. The bot side might fall here if Evos Legend does not respond. The top side once again, Bigatron Alpha now trying to expand their advantage.
Wow, the way
Perfect
BTR
lineup
playing this
Evos
game has been
Legend
pretty,
2019 챔피언
impressive for me, right? Because bottom side again though, Torizo.
How about
not
current
gonna survive
lineup?
this time. He gets taken down. A good trade by Evos, but you can take a look at the kills, and you take a look at the gold lead. It doesn't make sense that Bigatron Alpha are ahead, but if you watch it from the beginning and you see the little things that BTR are able to do, you can.
Okay,
Oh,
Max finding a kill there on towards Clover, a little too vulnerable there. That shadow kill will not amount to anything,
칼이 안
And
뛰죠.
now the re-engage perhaps, but that last quad shadow will make Sutsujin escape.
Oh, back again to my point, right? If you watch it from the beginning, you will make sense out of it. This gold lead is surely with the wave control and obviously the turret take, right, Arashi?
Yep.
The fact that Clover has been zoned away from his minion wave so many times, it actually creates so much more gold for Bigatron Alpha to actually take.
Exactly, and to add to that, Torizo being able to just cut waves constantly.
아니
allows
근데
them to
카리나가 진짜
deny gold from Evos
잘 컸어.
Legends,
근데 정글인장
while the
들고
minions die
성장
to the
12,
turrets instead.
레벨
So right now,
11
Evos
있고
is
하야
trying to
10이거든.
equalize. They need to find more pickoffs because that's what their team composition is designed to do.
이거-
Later on, when both teams want to clash up against each other, Dreams on that Franco will be less and less effective. And now, on the back foot, Franco, you can just see it's
킬은
just
하야가
so
많이
much harder to
먹었는데
actually
돈은 지금 봐봐.
Look
Okay,
at Torizo.
need to really look
알파가
for
이기고 있잖아.
he is well here. Flicker and Fatal Links is on demand. Evos, they need to be careful. How are they going to go about this concealed play here by Dream? Failing instantly though. Marky needs to be careful as Call Alter was popped as well. Evos failed to find the right engage here as take a look at the backside here. Shadow Kill pops onto a team member. Sutsujin needs to be careful. Moreno at the backside though. Matt looking for a kill onto a Taz. Marky's power tank getting the shot down.
지입했는데 아무것도 하지 못했죠.
Another kill. Pendragon with that demonic force trying to zone the members away. But
이보스
again,
개손해거든요.
showing the solidarity and good coordination.
Wow, oh my god, that was beautiful on so many levels. Initially was started by Soriza, who was up top clearing the way, putting the pressure down so that the minion wave will crash. And again, to make Evos Legends look, to make Evos Legends make that forced error. Then Evos, noticing that, they went to look for that fight, but he instantly disrupted that with the Fatal Links. He used that just as a momentum breaker. He went out with a perfect match, couldn't really catch him off there unless Dreams gets the Bloody Hunt. With that distraction out of the way, Marky has free time to just go in.
조합이 알파가 더
And
좋나?
it all just culminated in such a big lead for BTR. That was such a beautifully orchestrated play.
Don't forget how Moreno was able to be to output damage quite freely, and with that advantage.
아니 근데 하야가 많이 컸는데 하야할 수 있는 게 없잖아. 지금 뭐 자를 수 있는 것도 없고. 전체적으로 다 단단해버리니까.
And you can do the same if taunt your enemies with the battle emotes coming in the 2022 edition.
Woo! For Evos, it's class.
Class. Very good emotes here. Force from both teams with the taunt as well as Evos Legends.
순위 하야부사가 지금 볼 게 완wan밖에 없단 말이야. 완wan 잡을 수 있는 게. 근데 완wan도 그렇게 지키는 애들이 많아버리면은 못 잡지. 진짜 순위 자를 만한 애가 없어 지금. 잘못 고른 것 같은데.
Evos Legends, they are struggling. Arashi, any thoughts on how do Evos Legends turn this around?
They need a very value pickoff, man. I mean, they tried to do so. They used the conceal early on.
하야가 할 수 있는 게
Went for the
없어요.
play, but Key completely disables it, reads in to where he was going to path to. So if Dreams can get a very solid hook onto, let's say, Marky or Moreno, right? They have enough crowd.
아예 대놓고 붙어 있었지. 아틀이 완wan 옆에 그냥 대놓고 붙어 있었죠. 하야가 올 걸 아니까.
And that will allow for a huge momentum shift because later on, with Sutsujin in the picture, he can one-shot a lot of the Squisher members, and Clover will be doing a lot of damage, man. If we take a look at the items right now, Windtalker and a Berserker's Fury, it's only just begun for him to scale into that late-game monster that the Irithel is.
And the Irithel, I do want to talk a little bit about his next item, right? Is he building towards a DHS or a Wind of Nature? Because if he goes for the Wind of Nature, it will only kind of counter the Wanwan, right? A lot of the damage will be coming from that magic. I believe going for the DHS might be a better move here for Clover, because he already has the Cult Altar to play with.
그래도 블루는 내가 먹는다.
His purple buff, very well played by him.
블루는 참을 수 없지 이런
See that the
느낌.
Wind of Nature is completed for Marky, so the 1v1 potential for Sutsujin.
아니 이거는 근데 첫 번째 경기보다 재미없다 이보스랑.
With the Enchanted Talisman, he has all the sustain he requires to be such a nuisance in the side lanes. And now look at this.
아까 전에 봤던 경기가 더 재밌어.
To be up before he makes any aggressive maneuvers, and if he can get pressure in the lane once the Lord is about to be up, it's going to be huge value, and Evos knows that. They are preparing a trap, but Sorizo is not biting on it.
To answer that, with that ice being gone as well, Moreno will just deny the movements, aggressive movement from Dreams and as well as Taz perhaps.
What? Clover's top side, they are not going for the contest at all. They're actually leaving it for no trades. I don't know if that was a mistake, a miscommunication as to the timing of the Lord, or they wanted to give it for free like that. But again, it just, Clover cleared a wave for that Lord.
That's crazy, man. I mean, you can see Sorizo even backed away, thinking that, okay, no one's on the map. They might be going for a dive here to get another tower, you know, as exchange. But Evos Legends didn't go for it at all. What is going on?
Are they gun shy? Perhaps was that a miscommunication?
밖에 못 나가고 갇혀 있죠.
Lord, or maybe because Clover was top side, they couldn't. Now though, it just adds
한타 대승
on to the list
가능한가요,
of
이거?
problems for Evos Legends. BTR have a Lord that's not enhanced. That's how fast the tempo has been in this game. It's another unenhanced Lord here coming into the bottom side. Bigotron Alpha can definitely look for a base turret here, but they will have to be very intelligent with this push.
The situation has gone from bad to worse here. 4 out of Evos Legends. Rashi, can they defend the base
Can they,
turrets?
man? Sutsujin has lower gold, Bayou Best gold, than for Rizzo even. So Bigatron Alpha, as long as they don't get, you know, a big hook done by Dreams onto them, I think it's going to be very difficult. Key goes for the play here, but he just goes away. Pendragon is caught alone.
Oh my god, Demonic Force here towards the backside. Bigatron there.
포메우스 어디가?
Wow.
포메우스.
And I think that's
포메 어디 가냐?
isolated. He will not be able to escape as he kill. A very smart initiation.
Not Key.
Key though. There. Gets taken down, an important engage taken away.
이번에는 하트로 어디가?
Legends, they are still holding the base to the mid side. Max here, being the recipient of that shadow kill will.
와 이거 진짜 잘 잘랐다.
Next, he will back away for now. Bigatron Alpha losing 2, Evos Legends losing 1.
Yeah, very, very good counter engaged by Evos Legends while they were down a man, and it was facilitated by.
방금 하야는 진짜 잘
when he got
잘랐어요.
Key,
카리나.
it was such a good pick, right? The fact that he didn't get Cerezo, he got Key, and for BTR, they were definitely screaming, "No,
그때
not
그렇게
Key,
자르고
don't
난 다음에
get
할 게
Key,"
없네요.
because if Evos were able to get anyone else there, Key would have been able to re-engage with the Fatal Links. So getting him was the best
scenario.
Yeah, best scenario, best decision there.
And it's fortunate for them that they have the burst damage to delete Key almost completely. If they didn't, that's also a potential for Key to make that play happen. So Evos Legends, they're operating on the wire here. It's just so risky, but this is how desperate they are. They're in a very tough spot. As you can see, Athena's already built for Marky as well, making sure that he respects all the potential damage coming in from Evos Legends. And
우라노스 도발 뭐 다 쫓아가는데.
Hey, Dreams, this is that Iron Hook.
다 위쪽에 있거든요.
For the re-engage here, perhaps. Will he commit to it? Not just yet. As in the backside, though, Susujin using that shadow kill. Hopefully, he has that quad shadow to escape as Lord hands
이거 영주 싸움에서
here.
판가름 난다.
Legends, they need to contest this one. Is it the wise decision?
여기서 판가름 납니다.
Perhaps, but they need to make something here.
아까 보니까 사냥은 하야가 더 잘 쓰던데 이거 기회 한번 주나 하야한테.
Just baiting Evos Legends to come out of their base so that BTR can actually look for a fight. Again, it's a forced error being forced out from BTR towards Evos as Sutsujin jumps in.
Sutsujin here will not commit onto it anything.
아니야 영주 체력이 너무 많아. 와. 야 아틀라스 궁극기 봤어요? 하야 돌아오는 타이밍에 정확하게 맞춰가지고 당기는 거.
Will perhaps take down Max here. Max, oh, he's building tank. He's so tanky, but
야,
Sutsujin will have the final say. Bigatron Alpha, they lost a man, but they got the Lord. Evos Legends trying to expand in the mid side here. Cancel and go defend this one. Seems like the mid side will fall here, will collapse.
와 저렴이 있다. 약간 그런 느낌인데. 영주는 먹혔어도 아 잠깐만 근데 영주 먹히는 거 막을 수 있나?
Even Franco could take that turret, but BTR, I think they walk out with the more value play in the end, right? Max is spawning in 13 seconds. They should be able to time the Lord push with a Lord.
아니 카리나 짜리는 했는데 이거
so it should still be Bigatron looking for that siege right now.
And Musa's recall getting cancelled in the bot side, trying to delay and as well as distract here.
1대1 우라노스도 못 잡잖아 하야가.
Key is just so good at denying Dreams any playmaking potential, and the conceal have been popped here. Going in.
Looking for the play here, forced to
use
a flicker again,
That's
baiting
early.
the resources. Suppression comes in. The follow-up damage though will fall.
아틀 잡고 시작합니다. 아틀 잡고 포메우스 널뛰기 시작했거든요. 하지만 아무것도 하지 못하죠. 다음에 왕권 무기 쳐맞고 뒤지죠.
Dreams is going to be the next target. Moreno falls as well.
아 하야 열심히 라인 정리하다가 합류해가지고 공합을 쏘주고 이제 빠지겠죠. 오른쪽 살짝 빠져주면서 오른쪽에 라인 정리하면서
two region as well as the base will be saved here by the three members standing
이 정도면 잘 막은 것 같은데.
Wow, still such a good defense from Evos Legends despite losing two members.
근데 이 정도면 진짜 잘 막았다.
In that mid lane, but they're going in again.
Susujin looking for a kill all towards the backside here. Max is going to be targeted, but will not be able to.
아이템. 아 뒤졌어. 아 이런 못 막아요. 라인 정리 할 게 없어요.
There you go. Alter was popped as well. Now Evos Legends again looking for a breathing space.
되나? 안 되죠.
Marky. There you go. Marky with the sliding. It seems like Pendragon will not be able to take this guy down. Marky looks for the crossbow attack, and she gets to outplay Max, picking up the kill. Biggitron Alpha, they are still
Evos
standing
뭐야?
very strong here. 5v3. Can they end this?
Evos 개불쌍해.
Is coming in.
You can't counter Marky's 1-1 with a Phobius. We saw it 2 times and now it's happening again.
Shadow kill with a nature popped as well here. Baser,
미치겠다.
last Baser is the fall. Biggitron Alpha, they look again for the
Dreams.
siege. Dreams looking for the outside play. Force the flicker outside.
쫄깃탱
Not be able
아닙니까?
to mount anything, just delay, but Moreno actually in the backside. Susujin gets one member, a very important role. Finally, flicker connected onto his stats, but no follow-up damage. Pops as well, Max popping that crossbow and saying will be able
와,
to
이걸 막아내나요?
My oh my, Biggitron
와, 또 막았거든.
maintaining the pressure and Evos Legend still surviving.
Honestly, I might have to say again, BTR made a mistake there. That's a massive blunder, overcommitting. It gives Evos the
근데 막았어,
chance now,
또
the
이걸.
opportunity to actually look for the Evolve Lord. 16 seconds on both Key and Moreno. So Rizzo, very good read on this. He knows that he's not in a place where his team can go for it.
벤이요,
He
벤 다
tries
기억
to reset
못해요.
it, but he got knocked up. It cancels the reset. And
와,
now he
여기서
can go for
이보스가
it.
이걸 먹는다고?
Max, will he be able to
와, 이런 모르는데?
pull from Taz? Take a look at the retribution battle.
아, 이걸 카리나가
taken down on the
스킬을.
backside. Marky, Susujin, Pendragon looking for the collapse. A good disengage. Biggitron Alpha, Max, the main man, manages to steal it away and still momentum forward side of Biggitron Alpha.
Max has improved
와, 죽으면서
so
영주
many
먹고 갔어.
times, and here he
이게
is in his
뭐야?
final form, out-retrying Sutsujin in a moment where Evos had
와, 이거는 그냥 먹고
pressure
죽어도
in
인정이다.
the Lord Pit. What an amazing steal from Max, and it basically saved Biggitron Alpha from being, pushed back and given a chance over
야,
Evos
맥스
Legends to come
지렸다,
back.
진짜.
BTR now, I think even in the 4v5, they can look for the siege.
Let's see. Evos.
아, 뭐야, 던졌네.
Sutsujin was caught with that
와,
fatal
끝난
now
것 같은데.
4v4 in the even ground, but they have the Lord. We'll see Evos Legends can they defend this
잘
one.
막았어. 잠깐만, 라인 형님 왜 이렇게 빨라?
The clear is quite high.
또 맞겠는데?
That immortal key and take a look at the
오?
backside. Pendragon tries to distract
뭔
as they
일이야?
take
아이디
down
텔일입니까,
Key.
이거?
Biggitron are forced to back away, but still though, super minions here is on Biggitron's favor. Ladies and gentlemen,
뚫지를 못하는데?
4 lords this game already. We've seen 4, no even 5 sieges happen for BTR, and Evos have just been able to.
아니 아이리텔이 지금 딜이 너무 잘 나와. 미쳤어 방금. 아이리텔 딜이 맞지. 아이리텔 말고는 딜을 이만큼 넣을 수 있는 애가 없어.
Evolve Lord Arashi.
It's an evolved lord, but it's a
파라미스가 라인 정리가 개 좋다고? 그럼 파라미스가 라인 정리하면서 아이리텔이 딜 넣으면 되겠네. 대박이다. 이래서 파라미스 배나라 하는 거야. 아니 거기다가 이거 한 번 더 살아나는 게 진짜 개웃기야.
Key will not be able to withstand counter damage. Evos Legends go for the conceal play, but man, speaking of throwback to season 7, man,
이게 목숨이 두 개인 거지.
21 minutes will soon be the timer of this game.
See Halberd also built by 1-1 here.
아니 아테라 아무것도 못했다니까?
The perhaps Phobius.
그게 뭐가 써? 아이리텔 개 세가지고 파라미스 딜일 수도 있다고?
The thing is it too much though? Take a look. They have 4 anti-regen items.
아,
Dominance
진짜?
Ice on 3 members, so Rizzo, Key, and Max. And they also have the Sea Halberd. So are they
어쨌든 중간에
placing
폭딜 진짜
too many of these
미쳤었거든.
items onto their members? Remember, they can't just go for something different here, right? They can't go for more
근데
damage.
이게 불멸을 안 가면은 파라미스한테 데뷔할 수가 없어. 얘네도 불멸을 가서 한번 살아나야.
Anti-regen items. Worth it or not?
I think they're thinking of limiting the Cult Ultra Shield as well, perhaps, but I think it's a bit too much. I think 3 at most should be fine, especially in this late stage of the
공성에
game.
너무 특화돼 있어. 이번 영주 이번 영주 싸움 하려나?
More range, and fortunately Clover is running that sprint.
이보스가 이번 영주 싸움을 하려나 아니면은 그냥 영주를 주고 막으려나?
Really withstand right now, and I think the hidden key here for the side of Big.
근데 만약에 영주를 그냥 준다고 하면은 진짜 공성밖에 안 되거든. 또 막아야 돼.
When Key tried to go for that pickoff onto
이미 억제기가 3개가 다 나가버린 바람에.
with the Lilia damage, I think they have enough
그래서
damage,
싸움을
but
걸 거죠.
Seal now has been
네,
popped,
싸움을
and
걸
Evos
거고.
have control in the Lord Pit.
Heart attack.
Numerous times though,
솔직히 한타는 이보스가 지금 파라미스가 있어가지고 다른 건 모르겠는데 막을 수는 있어. 막을 수 있는데 또 공성이라니까. 쟤네가 더 뒤집을 그런 게 없어. 뒤집을 수가 없잖아 판을.
Evos Legends need to respond to
my
this.
God, the suppression comes in.
와, 카리나를
Max still
끌었거든?
has immortal though. We'll see.
와, 잡지
Like,
못했다, 까비.
Max survives as
와, 이거
everything
잡았으면 대박인데.
goes
근데
there.
이거 하야 올라가서 막아야 돼,
Wasn't really
이거.
there. Take a look at the backside though. Hayabusa, Uranus 1v1. The
막아야
minions
돼서.
doesn't really connect just yet. As Sutsujin will fall perhaps. Take a look at the Lord here still. He gets taken
와!
down.
아, 아이리텔 잘렸죠. 아이리텔이 죽어버렸어.
Chorizo.
이러면 못하죠. 할 수 있는 게 없어. 빼야 되죠.
Distracting Sutsujin in the backside. And what a play. Chorizo comes in looking for the flanks here. As they are now perhaps going to commit to
아니, 지금
the
체력이 다
Lord.
없거든, 애들.
They're quite low.
이보스는 체력이 많고.
Ultimate for Sutsujin. BTR low. What a game we have here, boys. We're back again here. It's only a 1-for-1 traded in the end, but BTR
아니야, 양쪽 다 못
constantly
먹었어.
play with the pressure they have in the side lanes, and with the super minions constantly spawning as well, it creates a slow push automatically at all times.
네,
for
하야
BTR
정리하고 이제
in
내려올 거란
all
말이야.
three
치고
lanes.
있으니까.
So Evos are definitely now
늦었나요?
in the
이거
position
먹히나?
where they need to look for a desperate fight to come back.
But can they win a fight without Clover though? He's out of the map for 15 seconds.
들어갔죠,
and
후배?
jumps in.
아,
Hayabusa is
늦었어.
nowhere near,
한번
but look at
늦었어.
the suppression. And Max actually was caught, but no
이거 그러면 다시 그냥 돌아가가지고 한번 막는 게 그쵸? 좋은 판단입니다. 이거 그냥 영주 막는 게 다 빠져야죠. 오, 존나 빠르게 달려야 되는데 뭐 하냐? 그죠?
Moreno, he okay.
아이디텔
Sutsujin has his
살아났으니까
ultimate, but
안에서 막을
Taz,
수밖에 없어.
the cult altar, they need to use this timing properly. Key needs to look for that moment. El momento, it's here. Do it right now. Make it or break it.
5 seconds to the flicker here. We'll see here, Lord.
바로 켰고.
He will not able to do anything just yet. Dreams falls here, but
자, 아이디텔 안 끌렸거든요. 하야
하야
죽었는데 살아났고.
Now Bigatron with this Lord push. They are looking for the end. Sutsujin falls.
오, 좀비가 안 돼. 아, 잠깐만, 라이딜이야? 와, 진짜 개쎄네, 라이딜이.
Very, very soon, Taz taking the
아니, 봐봐, 녹는 거 봐봐, 파라미스.
as this is going to be a point for the side of Bigatron. The Lord
아,
is
끝났죠.
going to be the end of
아.
Evos Legends 1-0 after a very thrilling game.
Woo!
와,
My
라이디야,
God,
딜 진짜
what a
세다.
game to start the series on. Man, I got a heart attack many times in that game.
BTR
Even that
이겼네.
final fight, it was so close with the Evolved Lord.
근데
Legends,
이보스 잘
they
버텼어.
lost this to BTR,
그치.
but they've certainly improved. We saw that they can actually coordinate better now with this main five sticking together. BTR though, in game number 1, it does feel like they outclassed
상당히
them
잘
in
버티긴
terms of
했습니다.
macro.
Absolutely.
In the hot seat here.
In the hot seat. I mean, honestly, in the macro, even in the fight macro, right? Every time Evos Legends, they said, okay, it's time to go. They pop the cult altar. Bigatron says, see ya.
아,
We're gonna
그러게
wait
아니
till
근데
that's over,
아이디텔이
and then
잘릴
we
수밖에 없는 게
engage
그거 아니면 라인
afterwards.
정리를
This is such intelligent gameplay.
아, 전에
They know
한타
exactly
전에
what to
말하는
do
거야?
every time. It's so dangerous that they brought it so late in the game that Clover was able to do a lot of damage. But
카리나한테
overall,
잘렸던
they have
거.
all the tools. They have an assassin available to try and delete one of the Squisher members as well. And my God, Bigatron. It's such a inconsistent game. It seems like at some point Evos was about to take over, but no. Bigatron says, "We got this, no problem." One more game to go right here. If Bigatron wants to go for the 2-0,
It's very methodical. The approach that BTR went for.
그러니까 그때 카리나를 놓쳤잖아.
What a
카리나
game.
놓치는 바람에
I can't believe Evos Legends were able to defend for that
아까 포메가
long.
안
Two
따라가는 거.
Evolved Lord and three
아니 그건 진짜
two
웃기더라.
Overlords, one enhanced one. That's how many lords it took for BTR to take down Evos Legends. And here, whoa, Ahmad is he's wearing the Evo shirt.
Whoa.
Evos jersey.
Season
그건 진짜 너무
11,
웃기긴 하더라.
Question mark, but man, the highlights of the match is full of highlights here. So did you know that Hayabusa did his job description, but at the end of the day, it was a little bit too much here. The side of Bigatron, they were too ahead. Turn-wise, especially, space is what they're lacking, and I gotta be honest, they are really capitalizing, exploiting on the space.
I gotta say though, I'm not quite a fan of this Faramis pick, man.
이게 근데
It
후반
lacks a bit of
되니까
damage,
호비가
and the
완나를 못
cult altar
잡네.
really isn't
그냥
that strong
아무리
of a tool, as we
쫓아가도
mentioned
완난
last week.
이속이랑 공속이
Take
빨라버리니까
a look at Max objective gameplay. Bigatron's weapon to
너무
secure
불쌍하게
the playoff,
죽더라.
man. That is so accurate. And back to my point about the
근데 왜
Faramis,
계속 이
though.
사람들만 비춰주는
If you
거지?
want to compare the damage dealt by Moreno on the Lilia to Taz on the Faramis, it's just of no factor, man. We talked about how in the late game, Clover on the Irrital is supposed to outdamage Marky on the 1-1 by a huge margin. But when the Lilia has free reign, does a lot of AoE damage again and again without any contest being done. That's a bit too much in the late game. So I think something needs to change.
And the Uranus as well, right? Sure, you have someone that can
이제
constantly
뭐 함성이랑 이런 거
some
보여주는
pressure
거지.
onto the Aerithel, but we gotta talk about that Uranus, who's always a threat in the side lanes, but also in these team
선수들도
fights.
쉬는 시간은 있어야 될 거 아니야. 이제 화장실 갔다가 뭐 그런 거 있다 이가.
Use that passive
그래,
to its maximum
그러니까.
potential. And here you go, item builds.
오줌도 좀 누고 이제 물도 좀 마시고 이렇게 해야 될 거 아니야. 응원도 아니 의논도 좀 하고.
Look, he knows the main threats are physical towards him. He just kites back away, plays Lilia like it's a backline character, and with all the ones, right? The glowing one, the ice queen's one, the genius one. That's a lot of damage, man. The glowing one, as we mentioned again and again, has been buffed. It does a lot of damage. And I think a lot of times right now, the squishier heroes like the marksmans, like the other mages, they kind of underestimate the amount of burn you can really feel from that glowing one. And Moreno, we talked about if he's in the right, with the right tools, right? He does a lot of damage, man. I think he
하이라이트 장면이라면은 예를 들어 그 완만을 포메우스가 따라가는 장면이라던가 그런 거.
We have key on the Atlas. You can go for the pickups. You can go for the big team fights as well.
아니 근데 아까 그 맥스가 카리나가 아까 그 영주 뺏는 거 있잖아. 영주 뺏는 게 거기에서 안 뺏겼어도 뺏기지만 않았어도.
I gotta say as well here, Max stealing that Lord when initiated.
맥스가 중간에 영주 한번 뺏었잖아.
Just on their game, I feel like, because if Evos Legends grab that Lord, I feel like it cannot be a different story here. Susujin and as well as Taz here will grab the 3 titles.
Well, if we talk about Susujin, a rich guy.
근데 혼자 들어가서 뺏었잖아. 다른 애들 다 뒤에 있는데 혼자 그냥 집어 던져가지고 뺏은 거. 자기 희생하면서.
Karina with Demon Slayer.
라인이랑 존나 세긴 했어 근데. 딜이 진짜 세더라고.
That was
후반 되니까.
But in terms of that damage dealt, he's ulted Chorizo so many times, so I think that's where it comes from, right? He's always hitting Chorizo, just always trying to defend that split push from happening. That's the reason I think he got the carry role, but obviously, man, Arashi, MVP by Samsung Galaxy A series. How do you go 4-1-7 as a marksman in a game with so many team fights happening?
And it's a 26-minute game.
I guess
as well.
Phobius.
It's not a fast game, but Marky, he was just too slick with it, man. I mean, the Phobius was getting constantly kited, and now we take a look at a bit of highlights from that game, and you can see that when it comes to maneuvering around the map, I think Bigatron just got Evos beat, man, at this point. Here we can see Pendragon trying to go for that dive towards the back line, but
잠깐만.
with the mobility, everyone else gets zoned away
이거 그 장면
by
아니구나.
the glooms, by Key potentially engaging. So the idea that Bigatron can just, I can see that the burn damage coming in from the glowing one, that's insane. They can just go back and forth, and every second, Evos is kept guessing. Are they trying to go for an all-in fight? Are they trying to just bait out resources? They don't know. And Bigatron is just so good at doing that. Here, they go for Taz, but the Cult Altar, unfortunately, gets popped. That, I think, is the mistake we talked about that allows Evos to contest for the Lord. But then after that, man, Bigatron were able to actually play patiently. They got that steal. They played out the fight perfectly. They out-damaged Evos Legends. Just like that, man. That is game number 1. 26 minutes.
Amazing conclusion for the first game there. Even though Evos Legends were mostly behind, but they also give the fights. I mean, it was a
it wasn't an easy game.
It was a 50-50 at the end of the day.
영주 뺏는 거 왜 안 보여주냐고? 글쎄요.
Max's retribution was just too on point. That Karina. Ooh, and to add to that, that Sea Halberd actually comes in handy, even though in hindsight we thought it was a little bit too much with 3 dominance eyes already built in your team, but Mark, he knows his 1-1 best as well. He knows that Pendragon is a nuisance, so.
Yeah. BTR though, with this, are a step closer to securing playoffs. One more game, and they will be able to secure playoffs for themselves. 100% guaranteed, Arashi. But by doing so, they also put Evos Legends into that red zone for the first time in MPL Indonesia history.
Job is not done for both teams
Not
here.
yet.
So
Not yet.
Hope for the best for any team. May the best team win. But, ladies and gentlemen, if you want more communication, perhaps sound is survival. JBL Quantum, get the special offer here. Only 275k IDR. Or if you want to know more, the QR code below. Arashi.
Exactly.
There you
Man,
go.
just so good with it. It's solid survival, and teams are trying to survive right here, man, in this season. And of course, they're trying to live as well.
They are trying to live as well, and of course, if you want to live as well, check Live In by Monday. Download Live In by Monday to get special promos here. Keep an eye on MPL ID to get more info here for Live In by Monday users. They are able to save because they are using Live In by Monday, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, now it's time to take a look at the player room for both BTR and Evos Legends. The impact player here for both of the teams, Marky and Sutsujin, as we dive into the game recap. Arashi, take it away.
Well, Marky is doing a lot of damage, man. Look at the total damage here. As I said, I think Moreno has a lot of damage dealt there as well. He's the only one that's out damaging, but that's why I think that for Faramis pick in the late game especially, you really need to be abusing that Call Altar if you want to actually make that pick worth it. But on the other side, Max, building tank, not doing as much damage as Syzygy, but of course when you can steal Lords like that, who cares?
You're right. That Lord steal, or yeah, the Lord take was so good. Again, right, with so much
당경기였네요.
down on him,
이제
the
선수들이
past,
입장하는 것
what, 3
같네요.
seasons, Arashi. A lot of people have been hating on Max, and it just seems like it's the common trend here in season 10.
아니
Whenever you hate on a
선수들도 진짜
player,
쉬는 시간이 있어야 된다니까. 한 판 하고 난 다음에 오줌 누고
Max
이런
has
시간이 있어야
been
된다니까.
absolutely
숨도
phenomenal
쉬고
in the
이제
second
물도
leg, man.
마시고.
With his retributions, winning out against
맞습니까,
Albert, against
아닙니까?
Kyrie, and now against Sutsujin, right? You know, a lot of people made jokes before that, oh, Max is the best jungler because it was just a meme to hate on the guy.
이제 슬 하려고 하네요.
Now, you know, it might actually come true with more development, and if this man continues to improve at this pace, Arashi, he's going places.
Exactly. I mean, haters, be careful what you wish for, man. Right now, you gotta put some respect on Max's name, man. He was able to knock people out with the Paquito. He's able to secure Lords with the Karina.
아니 이게 작전도 짜야지. 이제 한 판 졌으니까 한 판 졌는데 우리 이렇게 해가지고 이겨야 될 것 같다.
When he's
이러면서.
building tank, when he's playing utility junglers, this man performs, man. So I don't know what happened, but this man has leveled up. He has evolved. He's not the same Max that people were talking about back then.
It all comes down to how the coaches develop them, though, with their JBL Quantums. Again, Sound of Survival, they help these players get to their peak potential. Coach Zace for Evos Legends, Coach Brandini for Bigatron Alpha. Now, I guess it's time to actually talk about these coaches, right? Because the drafts were pretty phenomenal there by both of the teams, in my opinion. But the reason I gave my vote to BTR in the end is because of comfort. I think in terms of just
코치도 있지.
compositions alone, Evos Legends had the better composition to play around. Clover, though, isn't comfortable on the Irithel. Pendragon, I haven't seen him find a lot of success on that Phobius. And again, Taz on the Faramis. We saw it then. So many premature cold altars. That's something that we've come to expect when we see Taz on the Faramis. Throughout the season, that's the mistake that I've seen most.
But give the guy a break.
원딜 보고 배우자고? 아니 근데 얘네는 원딜 케어가 진짜 확실해.
That called altar.
원딜 케어가 진짜 확실해.
Rusty, but he gained 14 assists. Now,
거기 경험치 라인을 버린다니까.
Number 2 highest total assists in the league season 10.
208.
Accumulating to 208 assists.
That's the main problem, man. When you are up against El Momento, you're on your toes at any moment. Flicker Fatal Links can happen, so sometimes if you do pop the Cult Altar early, it's almost understandable. It's so difficult going up against someone that can feint so often and be so effective. But for Evos, they are also in possession of the Objective Seeker. Highest average building damage, 12,000.
Number 2, right? Number 1
Demolitions.
is CW. I think he has 2 times the amount, honestly.
What?
I don't know.
It's
CW,
crazy.
he just hates turrets. I don't know what the turrets did to him as a
근데
child.
케어가 확실한 게
Here,
적 팀도 케어가 확실해가지고
even though right now,
뭔 말인지 알지?
taking a look at it,
적 팀
it's very impressive, the
원딜한테도
stat.
다
Number
들러붙고
2 highest
우리 팀 원딜한테도 다 들러붙고 이런 식으로
Think
돼가지고
though, sometimes
그러니까 골드라인에서 계속 한타가 일어나는
throw
거야.
those turrets, Arashi. We
Right.
saw that,
We saw that,
in
yes.
game number 1. Actually, he went for the turret. He went for the kill onto the turret. Got slain, and he didn't get it. Right, overcommitting onto these turrets and losing his life. On an Irithel up against a 1-1, you want to try your best to actually get that lead. He wasn't able to do it.
Unfortunate, man.
근데 경치는 진짜 말 그대로 1대1이던데.
Martin. Evos Legends, let's end this lose streaks and go to playoffs. Well, unfortunately, so far, that hasn't been the case, but of course,
우리나라 사람들은
as he
그치.
wishes, Evos can come back. Reverse sweeps have been happening left and right in Season 10 of MPL ID. we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
We'll see here. The job is not.
근데 또 그렇게 막 알투스 같이 초반 약해 이런 거 보면은 그냥 뒤지게 패러 가겠지.
Reset mindset. I mean, they need to clear their minds here. They are behind, but a reverse sweep is perhaps possible here. Let's start the drafts here for Bigatron as well as
그렇지 않을까?
the red side will have the blue side. Meanwhile, the blue side will have the red. Bigatron Alpha here will offer a ban onto his Julian and as well as Kai.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Just go for the exact same bans. And right now, that's what they're doing. They're going for the exact same bans.
그록이랑 파키토 밴.
Julian.
줄리안이랑 아카이 밴. 일단은 저런 탱탱한 정글들이 많이 나오니까 그냥 아예 밴하고 시작해버리네. 그록이나 아카이 이런 애들은. 그치?
Yeah, I mean, respect. So tough when you have a player that can be targeted in the banning phase.
아예 그냥 밴을 하고 시작하고.
Anything is fair in love and war, man. So they just make sure.
줄리안은 그냥 그래 솔직히 말해서 나는 줄리안은 무조건 밴 당해야 된다고 생각하는 사람 중에 한 명이라서.
They'll be a bit more lenient.
파키토는 또 잘하는 사람이 있다며. 파키토 초고수가 있다면서.
Yeah, I think you know if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? If you are able to secure that one.
확실히 라일 아프긴 한데. 근데 라일도 받아칠 애가 있을 수도 있으니까. 발렌티나랑 완완이 밴을 당하네. 확실히 아까 완완이 굉장히 강렬한 모습을 보여줬기 때문에 포베우스 상대로. 아니 근데 진짜 강렬한 모습을 보여줬잖아 완완이.
Well, a mystery that needs to be solved. Well, we'll have to see, man. Bigatron with the first pick. What will it be? Because Valentina and 1-1 that we see usually, as well as the Paquito, have been banned out. So, quite curious here. This is a situation we haven't seen.
파키토 정글이 겁나 센 거 아니야?
They still have a lot of possibilities. As I said, I'm not a fan of the Faramis.
Not right now, yeah.
But Bigatron, if they want to go for it, it is possible.
Yeah,
아몬 나왔는데?
What? Have a very peculiar.
야 해설자들도 놀랬다. What? 이러는데? 아몬 선픽이야.
Evos Legends here has a lot of space to play around it. Remember,
해설자들도 놀랬어.
want to perhaps go for
What?
this approach as they did in game 1.
We'll have to see. I mean, the question here is like usually teams would hide their jungle pick.
허를
So
찌르는
now,
피.
if they are so bold as to reveal the jungler in the first pick, what exactly are they trying to hide?
아무리
That's the
정글 갈 수도
question,
있지.
right? There must be something so unexpected. They're willing to expose their jungler. What is going on?
Let's see what happens here. Evos Legend with the response. I don't think they're gonna go for Phobius this time. Faramis though, like you said, you're not a fan of it, but it's a bit too prio to let go and maybe.
와 에스메랄다는 확실히 와 라일리아 또 가져간다.
They're like, you know what?
야 에스랑 라일
Go
가져갔어.
for the Faramis first pick because the enemy team just lost on it. Let's just pick the Amon first, secure it, and maybe now they might go for the Faramis, right? Evos went for a Lilia and an Esmeralda. Here, we have a comment from Beloy. It is not the Faramis. Whoa, it's a Farsa and a Fredrin. Very fast from Coach Vrendini.
얘 뭐더라? 이 캐릭 뭐더라?
Like this because there's no current player in their team. That's why when they got defeated, they have a mental breakdown. Ooh, all right.
Fair point.
I guess yeah. The only
아 프레드린 그렇지.
technically Dreams is a veteran. He was in BTR.
Clover as well.
Clover as well was an Aura for a long time. Arashi, you would know. But here you go. Evos with the final pick.
프레드린이 정글로 간다고?
So
확실해?
far, Esmeralda and the Lilia, right? Good DPS, good late game. If they want to take it that far, but Bigatron seems to be wanting to push.
일단 이보스 픽하고 난 다음에 밴이지.
Gonna be because the Lilia pick is so good already. It denies the pick from Moreno as well. So I'm not quite sure here.
Golden, I think.
The golden pick in case it gets targeted, I guess.
Yeah.
모르겠어. 와 랜슬 정글이다.
Sutsujin, what's going on?
All right, man. We're seeing a change of pace, a very hard 180 here for Evos Legends for their jungler.
와 랜슬 정글 나왔어.
Because the bans, right? BTR just not letting him go on those heroes, those utility heroes like the Julian and Akai. Here though, don't ban the Akai, Bang! Don't ban the Akai, Bang! No,
please don't ban the Akai, sir.
Brother.
Okay.
Or dude.
Dude.
Hey, dude, stop banning my Akai, essentially.
Dude. What's up, dude?
Head to head here between Marky and Clover though. You can see that Marky hasn't been too remarkable in the beginning of the season, but he is starting an upward trend right
와,
here.
약간
He's
닮았는데,
turning this
이거.
franchise around.
어디서 많이 봤는데.
Turning, well, I don't want to say single-handedly, but he is improving a lot. Evos
Whoa.
Legends here in the second phase They are going to opt for a ban towards perhaps
The Ruby.
Roam position. Ruby ban here comes through.
루비 밴이 나왔는데
Here, Key's hero.
이거 뭐 때문에 루비 밴 한 건지 아는 사람?
It's very interesting, yeah. Because usually we would say that
이거
the
루비
Ruby
밴이 왜
is a
나왔죠?
good counter towards the aim on, but I guess Evos are worried that it can be used against the Lancelot as
어떤
well.
캐릭터에서 루비 밴이 나온 거지?
Ruby ban
에스메랄다가
down. You
힘들어하나?
gotta play early game with Evos Legends. You get a good wave clear in the mid lane, and you get a Kadita. I think Lilia and Kadita, it's a bit too much, but Bigatron do not want to risk anything. The Lilia can still be flexed over to the gold lane, perhaps. So I think they're just covering all their bases.
Let's see. Right now, I expected more gold lane bans here, but we have a quote, a comment from Pendragon. Do our best like it's our
라일
last
때문에
match.
루비를
Well, for
밴했다고?
them, honestly, yeah, it technically kind of is one of their last matches, right? They have 2 matches left. Once against BTR here. And if they lose this,
라일 때문이야?
they will go down in the first time in the history of Evos Legends, in the history of MPLID, that they're going to be in 7th place. So, yes, you have to play it like it's your last. Digiban comes through.
디기밴?
Evos Legends. Yeah,
디기밴이면
I was about
아트
to say,
들고 가려고 하는 거야?
Evos can go for the Atlas right here with the Digiban, but BTR no. They're like, okay, our composition this time isn't really that good up against this kind of hero.
야 디기밴 하니까 이쪽에서 아틀밴 해버렸어.
Legends here can cancel out Forza and Amon's movement here. It's Cho.
Okay, Cho works.
Cho.
아틀 할 거지? 이러면서 아틀 바로 밴해버리는데.
As well with Cho. So adding crowd control in your comp with
아틀 아니야.
very early orientation.
아틀 안 돼.
Really, adding that Cho, it's gonna be a force to be reckoned with here for the sign of Bigatron.
Out of his hero pool, I do agree. It's either Matilda or Cho for Dreams. Those are the heroes that he's most comfortable with. But I do agree. I think the Cho fits him better, Arashi. They go for the Lolita though. Wow.
Oh, Lolita.
Interesting. Are they planning on blocking some of the damage from the Amon, or are they predicting that Bigatron will have such a good marksman in their position
Lolita 나와버렸죠.
to actually block with the bulwark?
This is the first time for Dreams.
Picking up the Lolita.
He's never played Lolita before in MPL, so is he again forced onto a hero he's not that comfortable on, or we'll have to see.
We really
Oh my God,
have to
M1!
see.
M1 boys!
The world roster.
It was quite some time. I mean,
Doesn't matter, we have history, man. BTR though, they go for
아
Claude.
마스크 쓰고 있으세요. 왜 마스크를
God.
벗습니까?
I didn't expect the Hilda to come out, but it's really
아
good.
정말.
Up against a Lancelot, you
No
want to
cloud
try
control.
to bully.
it's a classic draft here for both teams. Rather, Hilda is gonna create problems here for Lancelot, but Lilia,
Exactly.
they have Lilia, so I guess it's somehow can be countered.
We've seen it before, right? A lot of teams like to just play in the first buff of the jungler when they're up against Hilda.
아몬이
so that they can help and maybe just
정글이라니까
punish the Hilda
답답하네.
for extending or invading into the jungle. Evos gold lane up against Claude.
딱 봐도 아몬
Against this
정글이잖아.
composition, Brody is
아닌가?
a pretty solid choice. If they
맞지?
go for
나도
Ursa,
아몬 정글
it won't really
같은데.
do much. Only the Fredrin and the Hilda. There's still going to be a lot of damage placed onto him. I think the Brody, yeah.
Yep. Makes complete sense. So, wow, it's just such a different situation.
그러니까 이게 아몬이
I think
근데
Evos
경치에
have wave
묶여
clear, but they don't
있으면은
have the tools available.
아몬이 맥스가
They rely very
가져가잖아.
hard on the stun,
아몬이
and the
경치에
guys coming
묶여
from
있으면
Dreams and
애매하다니까.
Lolita
돌아다니기
isn't that
힘들어.
aggressive of a hero
저
to
친구는
someone like
돌아다녀야
this
되는
aggressive
친구인데.
of damage dealers on the side of Evos Legends. I don't think
아몬 픽한
I
의미를
quite
없게
like how
만들어버리면
they're gonna go, but maybe they have a plan.
Let's see, man. It's such an interesting draft here. I do have to say that we're gonna have
맥스가
to see,
무조건
right? That
정글이냐고?
Lolita pick is in my mind right now. I don't know what to think of it. It's the first time Dreams has ever played it. I don't think he's ever played it in the MPL as well. Yeah, that now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know.
Yeah, the thing is, like, for Bigatron, they also don't have the issue because they can just poke away with the feather airstrike, so they're not forced into the small crevices where those Numeran blasts can actually have huge impact for Evos Legends.
조조하면서
So
아몬이 할 수 있는
they
게
have all
있냐고.
the flexibility and how they want to manage distance, man.
Enough talk, land.
근데
of
잘
talk.
들어가기만
Here
하면.
we go. Will we
잠깐만.
see? Will we watch the last game, or will we see a game 3? Bigatron Alpha.
그러니까 M3 때 골라아몬은 괜찮은 게 골드 라인에서 충분히 성장이 가능하기 때문에 골라아몬이 괜찮은 거지.
I'm just thinking of the stakes, man.
경치에서는 뭐 할 수 있는 게 없잖아. 성장을 따라잡을 수 있는
very
것도
high
아니고.
pressure situation right now. And it's time to take a look at, okay, Max is just...
그거는 잘 모르겠는데 방템 아몬을 할지 공템 아몬을 할지 그건 잘 모르겠는데 어쨌든 아몬은 정글 아니면은 홀드라인으로 가는 게
though, Starspot jumps in onto the orange buff. No retreat for Max.
Exactly, good information. Now Dragon jumps in as well. 3 versus 2 with no retribution here. It seems like Susujin will definitely grab this one, but he will take a lot of damage. Cancel that puncture. He will
뒤졌죠.
because the first blood here. Evos Legends are they going to look for the
잠시만요.
She will fall as well. A little too aggressive there. Over aggressive.
조졌는데?
Susujin and as well as Pendragon.
잔망인데 이거? 개 큰데?
They got taken down.
It feels really desperate.
야 파샤 이길 보고 시작하는데.
They are putting all their marbles
이게
into
뭐냐?
50-50 early on. That isn't that much value.
야
It's
이보스
not
왜
an
그러노?
evolved lord,
정신 안 차리나?
They commit onto that a little bit too much. Suchujin used both of his punctures on just to secure the orange buff, so he basically sealed the deal for himself. He's not going to be able to escape from that.
Exactly. I mean, it's a great move, right? The taking out of the Hilda to try and get that orange buff, but is it that valuable?
이거 브로디 클로드 상대로 브로디 가져가가지고
it really seems that Evos Legends, they want to try and take control there as well. If they give up some control right now, some advantages to try and make the play happen. Now that it didn't work out, will Bigatron Alpha just take control completely?
Well, give credit to Bigatron as well. They managed.
아몬 빠르게 달려 내려가고 있고요. 이거 신기 체력 되기 전에 오거든요. 자 이거.
Let's see.
아몬.
No way. Just
이건 진짜 조졌다. 이거 시작이 더럽네.
No Demon Slayer, no problem. What is going on with Max right now? He is on a roll. He is he's level 4 right now, and he, as thus far, has a lot more pressure. And look at the talent prediction by Axe. 2 votes on the Indonesian desk for Evos Legends. Everyone else for the Red Robots.
근데 진짜 근데 미쳤다니까.
A good draft. I feel like drafts here with Bigatron Alpha, they are really solid throughout the early, mid, and as well.
힐다 견제하는 것도 좋고.
So we'll see here, Bigatron Alpha, they are leading ahead, 500 gold.
Let's see. BTR at this point of the game, right? Honestly, you know what's crazy? BTR, all they need to do is actually go even up against Evos Legends. The T's gonna get no. He's Hilda in a bush, right? You're not gonna get him. BTR, yeah, with the Farsa and the Claude, they can just wait for that late game. But in the early stage, you're already winning.
Forcing Clover to use the flicker. He wasn't necessary, but he is just creating a lot of
와 이게 맞나? 와. 야 방금 렌스를 봤어요. 정글 몹한테 딱 쓰면서 사냥. 살아가는 센스 있는 플레이. 근데 파샤도 잘한 게 파샤도 기다렸다가 스킬 썼거든.
Using unnecessary resources.
Look at how Bigatron are rotating.
초반 싸움 너무 빡세게 한다.
Such a good zone from them. Evos Legends just kind of had no response, right? Taz went for a very good flank. I'll give him that in that position, but still, it didn't really do much. BTR were able to just take it, and in that gold lane, Clover is losing on the Brody right now.
자 이번에도 렌슬이 먼저 치거든요.
The ideal circumstance, and now Frederick has propped again. That's a lot of damage.
파샤 딜 세죠. 지금 2킬 먹은 파샤인데. 아니 친구들아. 뭐 또 뺏었어. 야 렌스로 모르겠는데. 야 이거 조졌다 진짜. 미쳤네. 왜 이렇게 잘 쓴? 사내 개 잘 쓰는데.
And Marky misses Lar. We're just adding onto the list of personal issues.
야 이 정도면 렌스 물지. 이거는 그냥 나였으면 휴대폰 던졌다.
As the game
이거 몇 번 뺏기냐?
Another intense one. 90% discount code with the GRB .to/.
정글 차이 바로 나온다니까. 아이고 힐다 던졌네요.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
한 번 더 들어가고.
Buying so much time.
Oh my god. What is going on?
미친. 이 새끼 이거.
Buying so much time.
This is a little too much.
No.
He gets taken.
와.
The execution by goodness, Key
What?
with the
와
outplay.
뭐야 이거.
Legends now. Take a look at him inside here.
야 타워킬이야.
Hasn't used the black shoes just yet. He is able to play. Moreno though getting caught. Flickers
와,
away. The torn
미쳤다.
apart family has not enough damage to take him down.
Oh my
What
God.
is going on?
Oh my goodness.
와
that-
이걸 처형.
Oh, they're tilted.
야
for
이게
sure.
처형이
For
된다고?
sure. He bought that much time
And didn't even get the kill.
and he didn't use the sprint, or actually he didn't
Oh
even
my
have the
God,
sprint. He has it
what?
now. Man, oh my God, that you can already see Evos Legends. They were very indecisive in that moment.
야 이번 판은 그냥
They didn't
클래스
know
차이로
whether
확실하게
to go for the
보여주는데
orange buff
애들이.
or towards Key, and that just gave Key the opportunity to take
야,
so
이게
much time
메인
off of
픽이-
Evos Legends, and even here he's doing it.
Trolling here now. Bigatron looks for a kill onto
Wow.
the dragon. Chorizo finds it. Now Turtle, the last turtle here will.
야 얘네는 이게 메인 픽이었네 그냥. 야 그냥 택도 없는데.
Taking a lot of damage and take a look at Marquis.
상대가 안 돼. 그냥 찌바르는데요. 두들겨 패는데요.
Take a look at the bottom side. He again giving information, opening the maps here forward side of Bigatron Alpha.
It is so tough because Evos Legends, despite how hard they want to punish Bigatron Alpha, they don't have the tools, man.
이제
Not
아몬이
enough
먼저
burst
치고
damage
계시고.
right now, and not enough cut control either. He can do whatever the heck he wants. Turtle secured by Bigatron
아
Alpha.
토테를
It's dead.
감아먹고 랜스로 잘라서 죽이고.
Cancel there. The Phantom execution very.
힐다는
on point
계속해서
there.
그냥 랜스로
That was a
괴롭히고.
waste, man. Now Bigatron Alpha again trying to look for the snowball. Things are not looking good.
아니 1데스가 나왔는데 저게 처형이라니까?
BTR, literally they just
아니, 랜스로
just
지금 불쌍해, 이
silence
정도면은.
MPL arena right now.
아무것도 못
Pendragon
하고
gets
있잖아.
caught again.
Oh, kills left and right, 7-0 now. Again, Evos Legends.
뭐 볼 게 없.
Bigatron, they're toying Evos Legends, and now it seems like Evos Legends lost. They're lost.
They just don't know what to do right now. They don't have the tools needed to punish any aggression. They're
look at
slowly
Key.
getting suffocated, and Key is just wreaking havoc, man. He doesn't care.
Look at him. He's so annoying. Oh my goodness. Setsujin is 2 levels below of an Amon. On
아 이건 답이 없는데 이미 끝난 거 아닙니까 경기?
Key. Okay, they're gonna go engage on him again, but I don't think they're gonna get him, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he is.
Later.
Okay.
He's still
Oh
using.
my God.
아 이거
Oh,
역전
no way.
가능성 없어.
No, come on.
Bigatron, they
that is not
are
okay.
just trying to somehow delay once again. Setsujin.
아 랜스로 한번 찔러봤는데.
To the backside. But take a look at
와,
Marquis
안 되죠.
dealing off that.
네,
Waving
아무것도 안
duets
됩니다.
onto Dreams. So Rizzo though will pick up the kill. 2 members down here. Evos
아
Legends.
도발하기
Again,
시작했고
Bigatron,
아무
they're
뒤에 와가지고
destroying.
잘라주나요?
Evos Legends is now to the backside. Max
아,
Pilot for a kill.
클로드랑
Will
같이
take
들어와가지고.
him down. Finally, the first points for Evos Legends.
Oh my God. Key.
아
There
얘들아!
you go. He finds the kill towards Setsujin. And 11-1.
와 이 판 MVP는 힐드 아니냐?
Very, very solid performance.
What is going on? Look at Taz. One feather airstrike is all it takes for him to back off with the black shoes. They're getting wiped out one by one, just like you guys can wipe out Dandruff with head and shoulders.
Absolutely, man.
미쳤네,
Evos
그냥.
Legends, they have no control. They're just confused on what to do right
와,
now. They're
여러분들
stuck trying
힐드
to survive.
하세요.
But even
힐드.
then, Bigatron Alpha, they're
랜스로
having their
숨을
way,
못 쉬게
man.
하는데.
There's no reason for them to even fear. They need to make a throw of like gigantic proportions. if
와,
Evos
랜스로
Legends
나오면
wants
힐드
to try and come back
뽑으세요.
here. Or Evos Legends need to survive for so long until they can catch up.
Oh my God. It's a free lord, right?
너무
Like
잘하네.
right now, you can't really blame Evos. They can't respond to this. BTR have taken the
야,
game
아몬
into
뭐,
their own
아몬.
hands.
자랑스럽게 뽑은 이유가 있었어. 이 새끼 사냥을 굉장히 잘 쓰니까 살짝 가가지고 사냥 쓰면은 일단 신기 다 뺏을 수
We've seen
있으니까.
this. Kind of domination
맞지?
against Evos.
Wow.
아몬 선픽한 이유도 있었어.
I mean, now it's
아,
just
신기는
back
내가 다
at
먹을게,
Evos Legends.
이러면서.
Look at how defensive they're playing. They're all crawling around each other. You're scared that Key is gonna show up and out of nowhere take out your jungler, take out your gold leader.
그러니까.
Nowhere is safe, man. And Key once again just shows his face, and that's enough to pressure the rest of Evos to posture up around that area.
Let's see
아
here.
힐다 또 설치거든요. 힐다 또 설치거든요 지금.
And gaming in the dark, you have something that you want to protect. Check that event. Oh, the backside though. Max might be caught here. Setsujin looking for the kill. Marquis will cover. And of course, Key will pick up the kill. Again in the mid side. So
랜스로 힐드한테 또
trying
죽었어.
to look for business. Pendragon and Dreams will back away, realizing that Setsujin is down. They will not.
자 이제 랜스로 울죠.
desperate plays here and there from Evos Legends. As again, remember, there's so much pressure on their shoulders right now. The new roster having to deal with this. If they lose, they will be put into the red zone.
얘가 파라 궁 써주고 그치. 뒤쪽으로 전멸 써주면서 에스메랄다 궁 쓰고 피해가. 아 리터 궁 잘 들어갔는데. 하지만 네 아몬 궁극기가 굉장히 잘 들어가면서 네 가능성이 없죠. 이보스는 졌습니다.
What is going on? Evos Legends down 9,000 gold deficit to BTR. This new BTR, they finally found their identity. They no longer need to wait for late game to take control of the game.
9,000 네 9,000원 차이 난다고 골드 차이가. 그래서 가망이 없다. 네 이런 얘기를 하고 있는 것 같아요. 와 진짜 어떻게 이럴 수가 있냐. 네 이런 얘기를 하고 있거든요. 와 힐다 드디어 죽었고요. 얄미운 힐다를 죽여가지고 그래도 기분은 좋을 것 같아요.
Responded very well by Evos Legends. Bigatron Alpha 11 minutes in.
힐다 드디어 죽었거든요. 이게 첫 데스죠.
That is crazy, man. Bigatron. There's no punish. What can they do? You let the Farsa stay in the back with the feather airstrike. Even earlier, it was Susujin trying to punish that, diving towards the back line, but he doesn't have enough damage. There's enough items on by Marino, by Marquis as well. They're never looking like they're
그냥 영주 가볍게 먹고
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah,
밀어내면은 게임 끝날 것 같은 그런 느낌적인 느낌. 거기다가 이제 거의 진짜 밀어내는 거예요. 한 번에 딱 밀어낼 수 있게. 오 이거 승부 한번 걸어보는데 파샤한테 한 대 맞고 렌즈로 빈사 상태 바로 집 가고. 뒤에서 네 리카 뜯어주면서. 네, 지금하게 아무런 소용없는 그런 게 돼버렸죠. 한번 뭔가 해보려고 지금 다 갔는데 그냥 파샤 스킬 한 방에 그냥 렌스로 빈사 상태 돼가지고 전장 이탈. 리타 궁 쓰다가 궁 끊기면서 잊어버리고.
BTR are destroying Evos Legends at this point. 10,000 gold lead, 16-2. Take a look at the objective rates. Evos have only been able to secure a turret in this game. Bigatron has been doing everything in this position. Oh my goodness, that was definitely taking Susujin down. Luckily, he's on the Lancelot. That's why the Lancelot was picked up against the Amon. You can dodge away from those damage, the damage abilities from BTR, but this is a very one-sided game right now. Evos needs to look for a moment, but
가볍게 밀어내면 될 것 같죠?
Only dreams.
Only dreams, and when there's only one threat you have to look out for, it becomes very simple, man. If they still have to watch out for Pendragon, perhaps with a massive falling Starmon.
Oh my god, he's taunting them with M1! Oh no, that's the only thing they have right now!
No way! He's making a statement, man.
No
They get an alpha going for the end right airstrike gets popped open.
아 이거 그냥 들어갈걸요. 네, 혼자 차이가 너무 나서 그냥 냅다 들어가도 다 잡아치는 그런 각이거든요. 네 이렇게 마지막 판을 찌 바르면서 그러니까 다 끼고 해도 발릴 수밖에 없지. 성장 차이가 10,000원 차이가 나는데 템만 3개야. 야 코어템이 4개 정도 차이가 나. 그냥 아예 두들겨 맞았죠. 두들겨 맞았어요. 압도했죠. 이보스 수고 멋있어요. BTR이 그냥 네, 압도해버렸습니다. 아유. 네, 경기는 너무 웃겼네요. 너무 재밌었어. 아유. 솔직히 힐다랑 파샤가 진짜 대박이야. 아니 근데 아몬이 신기 다 뺏은 것도 랜스로 숨 오셨잖아. 아몬이 네 랜스롯이 신기를 2번 먼저 쳤는데 아몬이 2번 다 뺐었거든. 나 방종할 거야. 일단은 경기 깔끔하게 마무리됐으니까 저 여기까지 하고 저는 가보도록 하겠습니다. 경기 깔끔하게 마무리됐어요. 여러분들 안녕.